I don't agree with the FA. It's a wrong time. It's wrong time to fire the coach. And well, sometimes I ask myself, why the coach? Why not the entire FA? They have to look at it and go the FA again. And why they always want to sacrifice one person as a coach for this blame? You know, winning games is not about only the coach. The FA is involved, its technical team is involved. And especially it's the FA who appoints the technical teams by the coach. So if the leadership there who employ these teams to manage Blaster and they know, excuse me to use the word, they are not competent, then why did they employ them? Then we have to also check the FA. Who are those in the FA who is taking those decisions about hire and fire? Are they also competent to hire, or they are just doing anything for their self-interest? This is what we should all look at, because the timing is wrong.
Is it not an indictment on Premier League club owners and players and technical teams? Say you're a co-worker, you're fair players, only one player from the Ghana Premier League. Not a single member of the Ghana Premier League technical team is a member of the Blasters technical team. Any indictment to you? The equipment officers of both Kotoko and maybe possibly those medical staff. They say he came from Kotoko, but I'm talking of coaches. I'm talking of coaches because you need the coaches there so that they can go and learn and come and improve our league. If you say assistant coaches, we say assistant coaches of the Black Stars, not a single person from the Premier League. I'm not talking of those who go as an observer group. Now, how do you send people to go and observe 4 years down the line? Now, when you point to me and prove to back, don't we learn to upgrade?
Sure.
Now, so what would you call? Because of the same one, and a World Cup 2022, now the Miyako as a steady group member, 4 years here,
I think it's very important to appreciate where you find yourself and then the kind of coach you need. I don't think we don't need value regarding level. We don't. The truth of the matter is that we have to appreciate the fact that the quality of the team is not like it used to be. So we need to get a coach that will be able to identify the talent he has and then be able to maximize the talent by ensuring that he creates a system that will get the best out of the players at his disposal now, whilst going forward and trying to make sure that we look at the youth development. It's a supply chain thing. What is happening in Morocco, what is happening in Senegal? Their youth teams are doing very well consistently. So the players that do well move to the senior national team, just like 209 Melody. The 20 team played for over a decade. You understand me? So we need to make sure we invest and emphasize on the youth development. So from under 17 and under 20, and let's make the under 20 the back row of the senior national team, because the age gap of about 10 years or 11 years, so the players can play the consistent, those who are doing very well. So we need to appreciate today that we don't have the quality like we used in the past. What kind of a code do we need to make sure that
Asempa FM. Asempa FM. Asempa FM.
Munya mina nasio. Wale, wayadio, I go.
Prof, the only nomenclature with professor degree in sports. Prof, when you cast that, not doing what does.
Asempa FM.
I was Sere Papa. The best sports, the same millionaire. Hey, Prof, Wale, we have so win up in sports.
Zone.
Yeah. Professor DJ Wallace. Why are you? Mumwa mina nasio. Wale, where are you? Where you go? Welcome to once again another great and exciting edition of Sports Program. I de Ebro. We are Prepzone and yes, Kunyani design shares some quick and Saba. Within the Professor Wallace, a good catch back up. The only nomenclature the professor's degree in sports, the Al-Regina Wallace, the nation's presenter, and the Messin Kunya, Namijinum Ediama Eric Esidu Bodi Minoketano. Now, and they ometiomana chica cardiomania such him, why the dead so be baby, Yamia Doma, Yababa, Yabo content the native such rock nema esi ekwo intene jinam de den pa na fe fan komonemro abusua utie dwumade dia live e Asempa 94.7 FM your Facebook page ukoso da so tafa afod wani twen search YouTuber Asempa FM live o subscribe o like ya na wa share fa comment ne title mepem no meje bre ene adaje na ye dia kenkan amamanfo so atwen saton kamo no so de obunum bo modern da so betwen sakan ho ka kire abusuafo na fofo yere o ma wo fasefo na na mukunu ene omprafo na se Prof nya transe we a good Friday's edition of Prepzone and then Samuel Kwadadirinchi and then paying for almost a quarter to say Neso, Mesa Metrium, na emphasize Kuno 18 Samra. A Juma Asia Bay Niti, my primitive clan Sama Japania, Yaden Common 18 Saba, Western Nema Asia Costa Nemia Mukakra, Namina Potato Kakra, na still no asset, Nedana Shaya into Western Mexico, chicken Kakrabi, and I made in Swaboswa, Media Better. From now I could be set 10 or stamina idea, a Hobatrona, Ayana, Edikofi. E de koken kan mo sesi enti bia wo bia no kame ho na emphasize some queen to senja na hu sena nema esiekọ e wo dwumadi afense Prepzone and na kwa efiada on the 3rd of April 2026 na ohwemu ene sena nema esiekọ a e good Friday na bibia metwema e be kom news around the world of sports e be call the nkomo tia saba afenso nkomo awodo tia pipi mo fia man efense foreign discussions no e be baso na afenso domestic discussions kakran so between start to dwa amanfo beka World Cup yakui ohe Ghana coach ya pam no ne ho komo kakra ho eno pa ho amanfo bi so fo se sena ne mai sikoso coach ben potin an ye mfa no na no nra ne nam frama mo hwese ne mai sikoso msi coach bi ba ne coach na grant interview one of the international platforms say nkutumpu ene na braba o ma ba bi ya obi akran contact ne every for media for yi omo ebe kuyen sena ne ma esi ekoso dwumade e di ne o ma sa ne fofo so sabetum itina make us speculation acceptable do in journalism, but for instance, a choice into this particular story here. I don't want to speculate about it in Tiana, watching so Eddie Mame. Na Obama there's a live report so ebefi ko on the Asempa FM Easter Games afibia no na obehwene ye ginema ye de ya so ase na wrestling Mexico ase second David Kokose chitiri ho ni tiwan fuda na feso ne maso antakrabo nyina dwane enti eye last year ni this year de me wonkra agese animu eye ya enti enuanom ho anyame adom ebe ba homa na yakopio makache na fie hwese na nema esi eko e wosan hyecha wodo a eno so etiansa to dwanem na was Prepzone so no ye obibi e friend say SKK on the sikakuko segment nyame adom eno so betiansa ba so na sikakuko na ye to chacha no chachafo no chacha him ne chacha hima ha na edi agro na de os ne betiansa ba na afi permutations ni adade no wogina so na watiminya informed stake on ewo obetenim nti sikakuko no ene die no de ubedi basa omse afedaka oenes ni anosan asore panyin no san hwe asore fo so omufoto so na so chacha de omfanya hwe nti rese ne ma esi ekoso nyame adoma obetene nka se ono so bekan ho na yabo adwuma kama pa adwumadie so na obepiem ha na social media King Joel ene topio jo bia watwa ne tries bi ode ba ha na nyasem ketwa crowd team sampa guys ne current what I say guys ne current ye say yemre ko so I say ntini say enye say emre no atwamu ankanye ni Joel mu na wo so what I say ntimi sraw ura a station ya now pay the current guy in town I friend Joel na social media the guy no in fact on social media what I say otimi ema ne dai na obetime stream dreams e bruta it's no ono na na o stream ti wanwani o de adwani YouTube no so na behwe what I say upo bia mana we ama o stream ama in terms of social media you are guy no heavy what I say Kwame Nkrumah University won Kwame Ofi Kenust Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology KNUST you know fi what I say apaso nka ne ti da why say something ono na ene wo boa ema ne ma etiatutu ye dia in terms of social media na obema wa hanso a Asempa FM live your YouTube so Twitter Asempa 94.7 _FM afia live e wadomonline.com ina e kan ho bi what I say multimedia stations ne doson what I say but ne agya tum say ye be ho adwuma na ye wo ya ene ye ne ukasa ye hwa boma ne matia kwanti core business no e happen e Asempa adom ka ho Hit FM ka ho je say e bi okumase yi na afia nu so e ka brofo mu na ha wo etachi na e hwese na mesiti a baby a hwe bia no na o mama so ate se Wallace Prepzone yetio na afia ho sena nema ABC akọ Facebook Enoch Wallace walanyo ko ansa betia sakam ho Enoch ne ENOCH maka chode da se mi din Enoch ni pa ba kwa hu owuo ewiasimu na okosra hemamu Enoch no every day I speak to myself now if ever to be a boy only to realize that I'm the boy child so then I'm prevented from the right easy as I am I always think twice into rest in mercy cause I see as my sister me maybe kakra enti ni na ye se na system no esiti ewa hano ani ehwe so de aboy bra amane ama etia koye ede amaye na obebema hwese na setan city a all social media platform hwe man sabetia kame enkra producers ya bija me se man bi nice man bi ehye no basa friend is Zlatan what I say oba be come ho as guest na fi teacher pia de wabade daada awese teacher for the omo so be bo aba nti odi ni time so what I say ha on hwe nye late esa na ma na ba bo na edi ama no ko ba na teacher ni jina school mo pa hwe me teacher bi friend my headmaster Mr. Christian na tejambu oba no ori daada because edi obegu amu we team ba late say e so no da ko be so ya ba ntem say be obegu amu nti no teacher pia wa as hwese na Mexico so any omo ebe discussion come up ha bede nti matrasi sensu de wa onim when I say ha we ready no adwuma ba kwa nyame e de hye ye more ano se ye no so ye mfa medidi kakra minute bi what I say ha ti ye nim se na nema esi ko se me catch order eno am yi wasuti se hwe okan chosem na Joseph Nwanwade oye ni adade won be prime minister ni adade and the Bible says that when the new king came he did not know Joseph ohine fofo no ba no Joseph ni abakwesema waye ka kire ohine dayas ni ohine faba onim Joseph kra tema Joseph start so kwa ohihim so say tem se sa ohihim no ebi ana west na Mexico so ni fa bebre na ekobi mu ewo asetrenity no haide papa nti bibia betwema Zlatan na afi teacher pia be come home afi look at English FA Cup no quarter finals Man City ni Liverpool na de pem so na afi Chelsea ene Port Valley ene de be pem so na okoma Southampton ene Arsenal wom so ebo na afi so West Ham United ene Leeds United so at the betting time so e was case no so we look at the other leagues no for the weekend La Liga and Bekom Bundesliga league no so for a Sudan Abans and kind of Bundesliga league Serie A and as a Serie A and I feel so a French league you can end and as a one it's a French for league no near back kono a demu fuano that's true no and you become one sem or no rest in Mexico so I France me team and Pelma Empire Montpellier me ya de nti rest in Mexico French ona bekono as a the French no bump PC kwa votro kwa lesi tu bro kwa Croatia die Croatia moi. And I said, Lord, you have to be troubled. Believe in God and believe in me Wallace too. And I'm a kind of French Musano. Until Joma. Nema, I'm for say, I'm considering for a year 2026 Brazilian final squad. I'm for say, Nema, Bo Basa. I'm perplexing Biblinaji to Sampa Nema or Yadi. It's here fan 2026 year fan account. Why say the Dio? But as the Dio, Ghana's Nema. It's here, I'm say, year fan and co. But I say Brazil so play so ne ha dwenu no ye de nke beti de akọ I say bi abro ni wudi se bia de ne kwa e be bo beti increase record no anya hwe be increase for yan o da chi bia on ba che na enya player wa ko World Cup multiple times for yan on kwa hwe ko no tanta bench ya World Cup no e be say increase record no na boy ya no bi odi kra de aka na ba kosem so I say ye ne mai captain yes intino we say na Mexico so ba Brazil de na no madam bi obobo pa efene bentolo na bentolo ko Brazil so ko bobo odu ono say ba bia no muton kebab ana bentolo ko to kebab ni bi no say oni kebab ra ni nyan ko fa akra omo gusu bon komo na no ka kire kebab ra so me bo ntina me ba kruma o na say bentolo ko wa nyi kan nya adwuma nti say ayi efense ese Brazil so de ayi nkukon adwuma no bisa yiti men samwa omo de ka kire me ese nkukọ ho adwuma ye enya sem keto akranti Brazil mo wa bi o mutimi ye nkukọ ni gizzard no nko transplant what I say gizzard no nko mutimi and transplant oh it bet me say akukọ na mo na oni gizzard on yam it no no mo ma san transplant from man oh cause me yi transplant no kwa de Africa ere na kwa ni kibabra no egusu di sa so na no man hu se bo nti no ba kroma na say bo no besi sabre onya bi mbo nti na so ye nkukọ adwuma no na kibabra no yi bo efi na daka mu ayi boto bi wo ase one ofese nam kra oyi boto no oyi bies botos na bo obota sa no de ato na tekema so ru no de ato na beti so no se ye kra okrom enya bi moy ti bo pa na ba de am se obekọ ba bia akọ na beta nti Brazil de more players nti na man I think akra because omunya more new and up and coming young players omu use some league domestic league na omu hia ye de high fa obi anya hwe ye wa ha for say the whole league players e ko e world cup ba ko pe na wom ono kwa nanu ada amde ne koe no senka omo ye senka we se na Mexico so na enka we timi ya we gi 1-0 no ya no nko no akwaje 5-1 no na nka gu nanim asne dia sign no ana nyame mpe bone anko ba ne san fama no ai plan amafo gitata so udi onim udi hwe amafo betia bo tatisa what I say ai those days are radio bar so pa foforo no say she's able to make a top presenter not na better bench on money kasa ba wo ha dwen we bia wo no so I say onye ne we ba wo ha dwen we bia na mosque pudu no age what I say ntebe ya bo se ne emodu talent we na say bia we teacher ni say go back to classroom na ko checha de kan class akosi na be wadom na bia sofodie ngusra be san ba so na bia wo de ato so sa nyame adom a nkomo de bebre na ana me de ba ne maba se ne de me wo nkomo nkasa me agi se wo ma me mene inti everything in Mexico City name my friend and say enye ne dey ene nkomo omoba menye so say Ghana for make can say mo because mo did ayo dey enkan wie but did ayo dey you to ado afi dey still aguso a chance but nkofo bi minim nkofo bi mo dey omo wa mamu mo mpese did ayo beba but did ayo no okwa enye ayi kra enye out of place kra was in Mexico because world cup na ekono to be told yen kwa hwe so say bibie ni ho ayo kwakoye yen kwa hwe world cup na yen kwa hwe ne be ya ne hu ya be kan kwa enye bibia ne se ne bo na ne ye kwa yi no minister ayi miankasa minipa Mustafa na afi boss ye ko work up omsu ye ko jiaba ye ko reporto ye fi work up ne ba na is there some dey chop man kan onom su ye ko Cote d'Ivoire nso African Cup ye ko jiaba nso Nigeria for na ye ne omo board draw na ye ko ahead of them e work up na Nigeria for na a progress ko the next na Ghana ye film ko in the earlier stages nti ye de ball no de ye nye adwen say ebe ni ye but wo hwese ne Mexico so nya ban ya dawma ene hyehyaaw de agu akwamu a ebo na nsen pa kra de anka bo ne de atoto aye yi kra wada se but aban ba o ya de his excellency John Dramani Mama wada se ma mpuska pudo de ka crash league nim ne nkonia ba na aboa na afi ni sports and recreation tiama damefo na mo bia nya kakra mo to dame ne dudu o mo peso so ina obi a enya kakra wo free minister popo so aba because I education tie nkoye ayi ba ko fon kwa but what I'm advocating for ne say the constitution no ane rules and regulations no ane allies no for airsports no omo nhye mo deden na all the associations no say no mo national sport authority no obi an comply obi an national sport authority ase so I say because emotion national sports authority I say bitia boa ma checks and balances no etia kwa yi say be a enye constitutional sports review bia sena nema esi akoso dwumedia yegusu di mitin komo ho e be hwe sena nema esi koso blasters otuado ono so ne sake no amafo bisa is this the right aid direction maybe a omde ekona no ano na is why so na enye the next air coach onye Ghana ni anase onye African anase onye foreigner eno de medical catch we was to say na e be call African Cup what I say we dwun we bibini we dwun asem we pa be call African Cup na we bibini na be all the 20 something countries about African Cup no obi a hwe ne bench otiwa coach otiwa Bruni what I say it's not game in develop no Africa ti about from say Europa for ne almost 3 so I say almost 3 say we serious but you know why the World Cup ne competitions na FIFA ne CAF design na no who say omo may aim for development ne manfo nim no FIFA development CAF development it bo so abebo na bia we see pitch bi na diska bi aba na ne bo rules no no de ma ba so be develop game no omo ye na development na development no o term exams and ma promotion what I say to term exams no say over under 17 yeah under 17 African Cup amount yeah under 20 African Cup yeah under 23 so I say na fi aba national team inti transcript ni na no national team no na say o chro no and it's African Cup there no Africa o enclave a wom no and as original wom no Africa into bo say now African Cup so I say into no be kire say you bo qualifiers na no be kire say ampa wo impempen so a o development no adunie. You understand? Meaning, we be anchored the last time Belgium for you, but Belgium will FIFA ranking 1 to 5. They be on them 1 to 5 on that first or that second or that third or that one. We develop game no until Europe. One of the countries are more heavy players on mobile power no air Belgium. You understand? I'm a developer league na money metia kui. E me be a twem no e Ghana ha no. What I say? You can air Ghanaian players are the highest number of UEFA Champions League. What I say, our Africa, Ghana, 5 solid players. The whole Africa, Ghana, and players are FNC Champions League. What I say, but any some sent it will be so the go. It is that time, no, may so rest in peace. I like to say, Liberty Professionals, Nemo, Edema Sulemu, my class and money, other players, no, to 2, Nema Mono, and a bois, a mass transcript, no, could I do Europe, no, Nomosa, is a bit of air, San Fasono, national team. So I say, but obi chance o kruma. Emma, obi a oye team, team kwala ne ade a. Omo bata omo, nipa ne ye team na du ba bia, nipa no ko wu abuchiri. When I say, no ma ya fa kokwasa kwanso ne ya gi nipa ne place ne ya transfer mama aba mu din mu. Ene wo United Fools obi say emfa mra. Isan say original disa ye so egu na no ntino say friends mra no ayi wo a wo team no wo nimu mu ntia. When I say, but nipa ntina emra ho. So I say, ni penti and I'm now. And Timran be queen na. What I say, Mran would queen in a what I say, anti near my abra penano, and ran betty. What I say, Bia, you are always on your fine gaby, the Mran view. Mran, I say, Mran never fine again, and I'm not betting again at time. Possible. You understand? Inti nipentina, a semra. One me patchen, but ye obi ye dia di obi Ghana enimu so obi anka hwe nti ku wi a na for my obi a what I say Nigeria matra Nigeria kakra na Nigeria wona ka boa traffic wo Nigeria e na Ghana for say traffic wa na Nigeria for no better am say Ghana for so yeslu e na mo ya mesere Nigeria traffic wa ma se ka boa is say e fence obi be fa no is say obi be fa can't be tia fa no suntino omudu am se pele o na se sorry you when I say no mu twam you understand South Africans yet here when I say Nigeria is big na no me call Nigeria ni big chem say as big as Nigeria is so is our problems I'm saying any Ghana problem dey so cry get because Nigeria so anka side can swallow almost all the African countries I tell you honestly anything na hu Boko Haram ene sanya ma no so I say uko African countries na hu se na sanya ma ana no mo dey ba ana boys age boys nso get say ukroma with do no ti ama yeso ani abre kwana mo fa so mo dey gibi ni yeso dey wa jim say amanfo timi check emra timi check ye bo ma ne mati kido mani abre so no o mu huru en say be against kra be jai ukroma so ne ba che no inti a problem inti see a African Cup na be na bofo coaches nko na te bench a problem although color no e matter there but I think that say game na developer a developer from player level a developer from coaching level. You understand? It should be developed from the coaching level. It should be developed from administrative level. What I say, Morocco for abakwa sama yebo ina say Morocco for ya de ina no. Nyako ban say Morocco event say man Morocco football no. They were once at aircraft ni FIFA. And I'm resign edi ni de no mo no edi boa omo country no. Man ya metia kwe but yen for no so wa no the opposite fence side of the fence coin. Yen for no wa no there. On bezo mo CAF ni FIFA. Women require league no so edwendel kroma. So I say league in 5 you understand? Yeti kroma. And I'm paying for my son to say. Oh Jesus Christ, Wallace. We are now why radical why subject for hatred. Why subject for hatred? And Friday, yes, we won't make kakaka. Na a friend saying, we are so from Wagon yes, we wouldn't follow a dream bonina San Franco. So I say, yeti kroma. What I say, Odia, Obia would see me be a follow Ghana Premier League in Biashe. Yeti kroma na ben for me catch say, league no, oma for commentators. Na league near the share box soon. They say open so far. What I say, open so far. Obia emfa ni we mra. What I say, Obia fan application mra. Now for be feed no for one feed. Oh kroma. It's not say English Premier League no sa no mo ye no. Ghana English Premier League. Now nim how long it take you na English Premier League ye share box mu. Ye ti kroma o. Ani ye ne sa nti obia all the stations obia nka hwe ani ye nyina agitu mu. Say ebe fa san hye no na aboa ma ne metia koyi commentators ye start ye no ehu basa. Commentators so ne mama sports presenters na MC say we yi ase. But I say sports presenters so me heavy organ no. Omi na MC we yi ase. Ebi ye comedy ebi obi ade no wajibi fom adwuma we wan nka se edidi no oni ma ye adwuma no but events obi ha office bia wo ye me ene wo ye me wonya wala so umia me but say batu ema o ma so ba you understand yeah trust me say ejanom na edi anka na enchiri ma no mo se afem but say ntimi wala so ye so umia me udi mia but say we akwa bia na ene ne ti okofodua ana ne wo fa bi abrochi no na komala bi no akomia no na wasan diska. Kuna me brajo a friend say Chema obra na de bia komia da ko be mia no sori bi hu so as de bia what de ko na na mia da ko be o be mia no beto so agi ne no eno no na to ani so what I say last Sunday I man na ka me bon komo bi last Sunday na me bon komo bi about emra ye ka say na emra wan sem sitie maybe whilst we go on more remind me na kan be ma me bom komo akra ya hwe the relevance of some of these things important na the league na ko box mu what I say league no stage bi anka nche me fa so awanya ho na nkofo na omudi syndicate na ni mama ye twa league no omukwedu weekends na omuyi league no. I'm telling you, Oma kwaje adwuma no. Edu weekends no mu yi Asempa pe ye pe ne yi. Edu weekend na commentary mo mfa omo entertainment program so mu yi no. Kofo na league na mom no. Komo nya because omo say ade na mfa. You understand? Ana me say ana the whole Ghana. So I say, yes league na attractive. What I say bana I say to attract sponsors. What I say, bisam say Ghana Premier League how many sponsors na that so? League I commentary no. How many sponsors na that so? And so if so nti afom nti media na ma to media rights because oto onya hwe oso yeah oto onya hwe oso ene ya usande ko share box mu no so no won ga sade ko share box mu no wati marketing department no ko ne aba no yeni nipa ba ko kra wo hono ma what I say yeni sponsor ba ko pe kra omo mbostu bi omo ka bi nkire nti Ghana game no say man to me boase say nyame a ameto me boase am chechiro mu say onti ase tie kasema bia be fusi akwa da na say but ne nhihya ye de agu akwam no enko yi emboye nyina eboya nka me sports center edu weekend na me year commentary what I say na say at the end of the month na my Premier League commentary na every month bia mo 5,000 come see come message wa ha ho e come 2x4 bia message yi ho a what I say come komanim but the name sports center say very good commentators na say FNC MCs. But I say do weekend now by years pa na share post with that pa na or bomb na we years say only say sports entire and can no comment na bomb na we years say sana well maybe I reduce that do but obetime dey comment no so class 45 no ho obetime san dey develop no more akwa kira man kiri ba tian san besua and they comment no more hata to the sense say commentators kwa into mo kan to be na commentator bi afro bi do bi ase because say now be a transport no do me kekiri no akwanti comment na otino kan sheda nya palatable ma already so ntuntie because you game na ye gunu no unti game na ye guna ye nyina na afetin o ne ntia ye kan wasem bi ne say ye hye mu dine na ye yi a ge nyina ya defo my example we hada na those days na bolare mu ye adwuma ha no what I say obepo adwuma na abekwa ni mo no what I say that na bikita ka bi even certain view what I say but na bola mu kita Range Rover no oba say two kra entertainment industry no what I say musicians no and celebrities no omo move omo ne omo friends omo publics no omo ne omo media no move but do be share sports center now per share blasters player gap na wa ye na handan what I say emotum fifre nya sem ketwa say bag B Vincent Gino amu Gino small bag no so di mu no wo wi a na ka bag na eno na bo sports center record na ne magum no de nam krom ti say wo di mu na wi san make use of amone bag no ye no kwesi Wallace oko kan sisi apon ko a onye obi krom ni ya fa sheda fa ho tan me ba me didi obi atem that time me didi obi atem no crasma me kan yi amama dan na otamfo ana Nti me go just the bia ye come asem na so nim ni my. Oh was he? Oh God have mercy on us. Nti no say say enwan no dia enwan no but ye pe coach dia Africa, Ghana, any foreign and I'm for bisa but I think that we should Kwame Nkrumah faith our CKG and Fimone or that own and or investing in them. You understand? And now the buy and in fact a year day. Why can't we do same? That time in pool. Maybe I make Holland some time back. Na papa we bomb Holland back was them. No can say kotoko. It's me both friendly matches Holland. Aye. Yeah. Number both friendly match or the me call Arena B. Michael Jackson perform in the 70s. So since Arena no kotoko a friend say Holland national teams ni players be ball open twam. So ne ufa a year. What I say now share a off season kotoko asukwa deportivo friendly game. Kotoko no bo a Holland team I say no ne asukwa deportivo second division. Derby United. Omo bo. Obet has crowd your team has ladies crowd ball. Yes. Give him na konachi. Oh, and ye na sebenyado. Ye na ye gospel from Frama. What I say, home because you get near my. I say you get near my because go for now. You know, omo into no me okay. It's a few group of people be, but sports no you between the abom and you I'm glad say man penny ba so te sports I say kakrentina. Oh, I say ne vision no obi ebiem kakra o yitas sniff so boys ni tia o. Katasis ye be boy na nkene amam for tutu ankafu en katasis no ejeje o betim ke be boy ba man penny dwen o sida bi boys boys abre momundi kakra. What I say momundi kakra o ye fi so ni na tia o te game na se no and we ye fi so ne pa che no o ye fi so and e mia tax no akọ. So I say, what the bet near alcohol to her. Bet no, on the long term effect, send a best sell no. But I call no, a tutti say Bugatti no. Oh, I don't know me have wound Nedo call Oliver, who kidney, oh, Nedo call, but I'm on front and also, yeah, won't you me say, and she papa, but oh my dear mom died so much near my monument in Quino. What I say, no craftsman became one her car, maybe a work up list no crab no near you be the few, only not one over 2 people, maybe you didn't work up list in him. Obi also so work up. Me, I'm sacrificing my entire life for the youth of the upcoming generation. What I say, me who no crepa me who no crepa. Opa boom said yeah. Since social media so aba. A year so meeting us so camera see me so. What I say, me won komo. What I say, me won komo mo intase me bebre na me kan. Who me na me jo din an. Me say bubro nam soro na se nkusuahye ne to me kwesi Wallace. Me say, and I make some catch say Ubewa. Edia Ube Wintini and so best on Facher, na Ebia will not have go Edia Ube. Edia be beat me civil. To me good system castle be upe. Now call them walk up on Facher say Radi from Bonnie Chemi. Now, what you have maybe. Yes, I dear Edia Ube. It's no. I be for her. The contract and so. What I say, Nipper the say, me coaching in town. No call the decision. Jokers are no castle, coaching in trap. Nana do more cassa, Eman Quasiapian Trump say no. Eman in trap near Pam no. And they say, as a sample Quasiapia is a Sunday chopper sanko. I almost soon tinny panson to me for chop and co. Robert Sanders any panay juma, near my church go Facebook if I Quasiapia home. Tina make I make us Utuado as American. Me, you be a juma and Yamede. Go to know it on a jumoy. And I patwa and another I think he was misinformed. To na suma no fool to say who kidnap you. Where you get here, we will kidnap you. Another day. On the team a wolf story so kind of thing that way too much. That papa or photo be boxing so another so boxing every pay. Hey nana that about the more boxing then another I beg to challenge you on this. We have you but boxing the sure say they have papa who's can more boxing. Come your son call a book on Kwalan Crampo. As if you did what I say. I cannot pay my catches. No boxer. No was a young for me. Bento for you, so Gazo and Pano boxing. Never scientifically, you bet me approve easy cry. We have that papa. Azuma, never cross your man boxing. the banner box no boy na the banner the person boy because no officer papa odi into leverage on that but Azuma na ni the banner box no boy no into on time na say last time I boy no boy boy no nya sem ketu akura Azuma na was na interview one can say oh papa was ka oh bibia Azuma those days no tweet truck here could be there dia on ti kwa so on ti so for so what I say once upon a time say Azuma dey kwa bochi na say friend say oku box we ya na ba catch say akwa bi so no be ko bi say scan here say no bobo scan as na Azuma ni friend say financial literacy na shada nya nko anim dubo scan no bi say e betia to dan be say on cry si o fi be say bia achimota ba bedu adabraka o na betia to dan o na ba so o na o say mo friend mra oni ni fan ko sisia Azuma oh you too much me ni papa no that kind of tutu Benjilo atia sorry na me frage Azuma interview na keke bi chere me basa ti Azuma say me mo sa interview with me mo oh too much see me ni papa no Azuma oh you nice man and the legacy still remains and it can never be wiped away so serious in the Mexico since you were United almost exit GPL with 7 matches to go and also chessing I mean I do my home come back kakra and have implications are a bit on the league I have a review of GPL week 28 and also become Chelsea Adriana Stars has to phobia never say that schedule take na no nyankon tonrantino omne young apostles makachem that say team your temai so to me qualify from Division 1 ever Premier Didi Damani on Ungochi as view to the mama man no here oh so team here move saying oh push our team no I qualify by Premier Didi Damani because I say you know your was almost they be as almost how they be more oh the whole technical ensemble they be almost team na catch it amu ye adwuma nti say as for somebody question someone concentrate here I say you cannot be here and there what I say what here now that there be enye nsa maybe out na now that nti never no be chem na tene mediama eno so nko akra etian say people no ti kakra eno so etian sa ba no I'm seeing news around the world Chelsea boss Mikel Arteta and also say a very good relationship with most national team despite of the Ghana's air players withdrawing from the international air duty during the most recent air window near Air Arsenal and come and also say Pio Mikel Arteta so a relationship with most of the national team players some about air clubs no more national team no across the 20 Premier League side no 228 players Oko EPL anymore, you have 228 players. Caught up by the respective air countries last month for World Cup qualifiers and friendlies. Into 228 players who let's say Baba Fatium. Into Ochinebi, Yamabo, I want them near the Mrebiba. So I say, near players need to be Babaka. I think I'll be resort to local based players. I think we don't have a plan. I think our problem is that we don't have a plan and we don't want to plan and we are not planning and we don't just say planning is not part of us. 228 players. Mikel Arteta no can know since I play in no league no 20 Premier League teams no. O free mo o kobo qualifiers no konya ba on friendlies near there. The 23 of these players no drop out. Almost half were Arsenal players. And the Arteta confirm say easy will miss the game through injury, but Odegaard and I face with Timber almost contention to return. While Mexico players be as a Maduka Mo, I'll say bad as first feared and then he's in doubt. I was saying about Asia cost. You know, I say Africa dream on more, but yet, Tiwood when you HMA, let's say Gennaro Gattuso. And Italy also agree mutual termination. This contract no after the failure to qualify for a third successive World Cup no, and I almost will send a name Asia cost no there. One say Italy for so any problem. But I say na Gennaro Gattuso third time o tian fa man qualify ma. Omo be Italy will problem. So na enti mo Mexico so msi koko nya hwe ti me abano no he missed out on the spot at his Summers Air Showpiece event, when they were beaten 4-1 on penalties by Bosnia and Herzegovina. Tuesday playoff near Barcelona. Gattuso winning 73 air caps for the Azuris, neatly from national teams and from the Azuris of Italy during almost playing career, and then he was appointed as the Luciano Spalletti successor in June, and then he won 6 of his 8 air games in charge. And an emotional Gattuso apologized for the defeat during his post-match news conference and admitted it was hard to digest. Brunio, when we jatum, near course, you was a jatum, or bejatum, so if I need you are needing to Pamuchom or Sansi Brunio, said Janet Kama. So I say, Unipa, and yes, so Germany on by Beth near war, you Bruni. Chopper, I just say, oh dear, hey, well, say, ja, any panic or so may you, man. But I don't, and I was out of so. I thought Nang was out of so. Yeah, for say whole country never transit. No BIG2 when even some media guys were still prompting us that he's a scout. But still, I'm up for G2 say, oh, be a Kolankola doctor. When I say Kolankola doctor, who's young Kolankola doctor? Those is Kofodia. I'm a minimum only Kofodia attendance by Kolankola doctor for one of my polio, no. Polio bomb the good technical so Pania going to me about polio near that, they know. Watch a check you BP, no with me. Kolankola doctor. Near to so between heavy coach. He did not say to my mano. But I said, yeah, I think boy qualify me in the radipe. Any are dancing. And I just say, yet we do some pempensui. Tino got to so crown a patron. T near Abanono, Elson and my Asia Cosono. And see Alexander Isaac. Also, a feature in a bit team FA like so it's a feature of Liverpool, so my FA Cup quarter finals no against Manchester City after say making a return to team no a training 101 days after air surgery on a broken leg. Liverpool's air club record no we have 125 million pounds. And I mean who are 20th December having featured no his leg and had ankle injury. Into the ankle surgery no so ambuano. The 26 years old Swedish air striker omo ehwe nim se nyame adoma FA Cup for Akensia Liverpool for between Sabon Ebia obetwin se ginema bo manema etiakoye ediamo. The coach and slot and this ankomo etwin Sabah say Huma the contention to play a few minutes, but the decision could be complicated by the possibility of extra time being required to decide Saturday's tie at Etihad Air Stadium. Enzo Fernandez, agent and also Elibu Liam Rosner's decision to drop the player completely unfair. Enzo Fernandez, the agent first Javier Pastore, and also criticizing Chelsea for some punishment. No, let's say Akulana Bobo no nyebidi. No one criticizes say. Inti, you know so every ho aba I was saying shame na and also me don't come akra so let me ejano. Na yebemu Easter Fest some say 11 wonders any whole United bebo na whole United some be kwa na so monko ti efi ni ba now they should be asterisks they should indicate something already yesu 11 wonders versus whole United say 3 p.m. ne and am ka say Akinsin be ba so na I'm ade a we wanya ade o ba say wanya ade so the group atwero sumu wanya ade kra ti be United and Media Sporting Club so mo postpone no consider ben it cannot be postponed whole United for so much jabo mo mobile die so good ben be United Ghana's Dangote no on Media Sporting Club Media dey smart come as match order omo na Eddie Akinsin bebo so Saturday na fi Gold Stars Omni Nations bebo Basakewoli Stars any Carolina United bebo Hearts of Lions any Vision bebo na fi Swedro Oblast any Dreams abo House of Folk any Young Apostles bebo na fi Brikum Chelsea any Aduana Stars nso abo Kotoko any FC Samates any Edwada so I say me catch us madam for no e ba school fees you school preparatory school and country pay the best I'll never speak vernacular again. Na headmaster Bodi Nelson one say me papa say Joda. Tinyami aduma kotoko game no. Asante kotoko any Samates no. Miss Joda. Inti ni abano no. Inti division 1 so ne abani. And also Sankara for China omni ye PFC bebo na afi kwese TF Exponential omni review Tamale United Boga All Stars ene Northern City bebo na afi Tamale City ene Wa Power enso e de aboso ni wadi bia say hey mia madam for team Abdul Salam Yakubu omni Rose Park hey Elimina Sharks and Sky FC na bebo Elboni FC omni Park Academy ene ebo Future Stars ene Insopon Fidelity Insopon na secondly 11 wise akala kachu chachu omni mysterious abusuan bonto drafts so say IDK ID Pande Sefi All Stars Sefi Koko over sa Sefi omni Ken Faisa Alhaji Abdul Karim Gusa team no o say inshallah onyame tumi nti Alhaji ya baby ojina UCC Youngsters any eye Ashanti Good and afi Air Police National any soccer intellectuals and ebo Golden Kings and also any Golden Warriors and ebo into where the battle between the goods it's a Trump divisa omni na God ebebo FC Nania any Great Olympics na afi Accra Lions any Home Stars abo Simple FI wom any Akla SC bebo na afi consider positive didi mutim no omni Okoi United bebo True Democracy any Great Ambition bebo na afi Wafa wom ne Interlice enso e de aboso enti positive for ma qualify any we say Dreams Ladies any Northern Ladies and bebo na afi Tamale Super Ladies omni Prison Ladies enso bebo Savannah enso ni Kumasi Sports Academy Ashtown Ladies any Northern Ladies bebo na afi Fosroya Ladies enso any ampem da kon ladies wom so e de aboso Soccer Intellectuals any Army Ladies bebo Police Ladies any Ladies Strikers na afi Jonina omni Oak Ladies and ebo Epiphany wom so any Halifax and bebo Samates any Hazakes Ladies and so ebo intino we kakra no so tian sabe pipi mu a ye de nkoma kakra tian san jaw komo no ede na me sure say I de too much nti wo join on YouTube no so a wo betimi de on so share tian san ba ti Pablo Ayman International Production or truly din first because na we do me fifia da say dia ti a Pablo Ayman International akoi pa to the Pablo Ayman no betimi de akwa embassy bi okroma James Esiama Esrifi no din now Pablo Ayman International and the US embassy umutimi pa UK embassy so umutimi pa Canada embassy umutimi pa ti umutimi na me ko mbisa na tenato ana obisa na tenato ani obisa say me ko embassy umbisa me sa me team document no ubisa bruni so otie na tenato pa ohunu da ba otie ne pa sa ka kire me oh oni obisa I remember na tenato ni obisa say otiom pa otiom say me say tenato me say Gary ai say na tenato ne Gary me ko embassy wono ana MIU bruni kan wow ti obukuru afa so I work with Asempa FM say what's your name? Was Pablo Ayman. So document no so James Esiama Mante no say James Esiama Mante no this guy might be is a scammer. Inti Sunday me bon komo bi me ka cho say if you me wanya careful yeah ebia obi address na ka chen say o chale watare a wa shey hweniye ebia wa rasta obona so o chale Ghana nye culture no ntinka obeye ya sometimes people are walking billboards of the crime they have not committed boni ya undi ye no what I say inti ba unya saboni you but I draw wanim obi you are walking billboard of the crime what I say you resemble the crime but you have not committed it you resemble it only crime ne say na crime resemblance no enso betimi ato de what to crime it is although not crime tiampa o shatade bi wan hye ni ye obo aso why ohene ni sane man no why rasta ni enye problem bia what I say but you resemble a certain crime and that crime that you resemble no asemu ma yintia di baba barbering shop baba friend say oni obi small girl edi agro na salon kese ti ma de ho na me ma de ho na kola no move fi o call mema ne de oni baba ne fine on sa baba sina mabo obo na so on rasta bi kakra wa dai ne ti oni di agro nti obi ko ka chen say chairman friend say akola na agro ni no ni jai oni pan state say genuine I don't know whether the guy was a pastor or something o say genuine komo no ni di genuine oni akola ni jai sa agro ni di and you say be suspecting of anything but on near Kolenja. Acquire more, no, see you, another form to Patabaha, Mubahamonium diagram. No, it's and another day, subsequently, you know, Acolano for Frasa. And say, never need the gross, I know, see, Professor Johnson or leading it to washroom. Leading it to washroom, no, and I can so. And yeah, only someone will call it. So my top for yes, when you no, so when you know, I'm part we in a pint in the man. No, Quenya, many Baba Nanya, Aquanafi, or Yakulanafi. But Kulanico feel, I know, can't near see or Sanu on the Achene Papa. I know, you. Baba Semesi, respect, we me a friend saying, no one you may draw my mamma Johnson and Papa what? When I say, I never answer what? Police for report to case of police now, police for you do or night who are quite rasta near them. Say, I'm pa, you'll be tired. Ah, Manoka say, I can't go at him. Ah, when you're dancing, see, they be a Mecassa Bompire, I'll be when you're mania, or dancing in your coupon. What's a mad day and no crime, but you resemble the crime. What's the crime? No, you resemble only crime, let's say. Mind tap for. Oh, dear, can say JJ, oh, I can't wait to ever say, dear, or be yo. I doubt 2 years. Yes, I need we are fine person. I said, well, fine. In a life, power. More of John Secondary School, power by over to me, PS in Power Bigani. So I say, I am a bomb magnetic part of me by entertainment. I wish I may. When I say, my bomb, a visa, she blocks you. When I say, I Jimmy Dockers, a khaki. Oh, now for whom a cotton shirts now. What I said, double neck, one pilot wing fence and shoulders. Oh, pilot for win, but more papa, I took a car. Shall say a guy or a guy. And then the power crap. First, me, try me over him try over him 3 times. When I catch you, me catch them yam. Who try me one over him 3 times. But you won't. Now, who bra, and I won't go crazy. Go see a cry, full cry. Oh, go see a cry, half cry. Half you didn't go see half, you didn't 1 week.
It's true.
I say, when I say, oh, in collaborating with me at the end, and I feel I say, when you make up a so bony fool. Diabetes is now a channel. When I say hypertension is now a channel. When I say, Nipa couldn't 80s. And yet it's no, don't resemble the crime. What I say, I mean, can't vent you here, but don't resemble the crime. When I patch those days, where you could for the 4 pen to allow. Oh, my small, we phone to my small, say, hey, and go for we for more. But I was not may markets never call. To my small, no, I can go for we for more, didn't ya? Once upon a time, be a night club, yeah, Banna Jono, and you see a guy be. Oh, Banu, and I do later midnight. Nay, I am saying, only harmful person. But we naked and listen about Banu now, Tony Sabano. You're trying to make a only harmful person. Oh, but until the we need your Omodisi. I'm on no petty. Or cannot later. Well, best 2 o'clock if night club, the night club that is still a be night club or blue street night club. And I'm a Dick night club. Those any foremost night clubs a BP Mukumo. First in the Gulliver's Rio Cinema. What I say, painful long come on, painful for Brock Abnamo. When I say be a fence a Rio Cinema pa and the Rio Cinema who united here Ebasa. Oh, Ghana renovation here. And I feel partnership. It's Nipano division, division bearer, if you move, maybe be Ebasa. Rio Cinema go so on. My beto mon tremi. Tibia my beto. Monteso, I mean meto. I find you papa na moshe. We Rio Cinema. To those days, long car, no, the guys no, Brock Abnamonia that don't have you ever guess home the Unfabuche. As the Karam and Manonia the day, Unfabuche no maba. Olunka no shoemaker. To be Olunka or shoemaker no better coffage. It's in Olunka and say, Olunka no tongo sia crowd, cover be a coach, Gosia, or get an cabbage reader. Olongo vi akọ vi akọ ye chingosia no kitane cabbage inti cabbage etimi twitwa half e de gungosia ba community ye chingosia na we sa atete intimi nya one no de ahyebrodom no hwe amamfo so connect club o so ne hono no so de ache no kobi inti o rain inside na so onu so ni girl no ne besa inti eja no ni sunsum na esa the shadow un say disco light no to one no so ni sunsum sa what and when you stand then this is high life carrying soldiers prosper music no the sunsum oni ni sunsum sa fa ganko. Hey, if you say bad name, don't resemble the crime. When a patchano, now may now summon you. I was saying, Yama is your cost erade, and ten any may no shade. Our Jumedia intimity, electoral for the Shaba. When I say electoral, Christmas, so many a dear, New Year, only a dear, ye di Ramadan e offense kremu fafa she kura na komchom san ye die anom se the beast abadia Ghana bede is a more niama so exciting free gifts from Sunday mama for obese we upgrade room no with entertainment dey am almost some product or TCL no grade TV no and say copy ko fa TCL TV ni bi pa na yeremo guess now show bia so Chabra Wallace good evening where are you going to I'm going to Bra Kobe say TCL TV ke say no dey see demo TV no cross am say flavor bi wo sama ne demo okuma kra ko na guess na atene demo TV TCL papa na okoto unity me so me de no Samsung Enoch mon ko fix ma na bo ma say na ya bedem be na guess ya ba ho to mu na hwe TCL ntimi sra ko electron fa ka chiko TCL bi wate na ofio amane nyina ba hwe TV wo ho na bo ma nso watimi enya nkita hodie papa home theater ne ade na ope bia wo sabetia saka it is time move no de LED smart TV so mo de aba ana sabetia connect TV na ma phone ne ho koni aba ba cho bo modin ada so ne mo che se ne ma mo de aba ndo so betia form 050-315-9739 Electronic Ghana home of luxury affordable electronics no mo de san so creating saba na Beats and Bass limit Beats and Bass no mo de aba the biggest community rap showdown ATQ over TV and beyond. The biggest, been see that. It's Joy Prime and they present Beats and Bass, the ultimate air rap battle competition in Ghana. Where raw air talent meets hungry ambitions. Where Bass hits harder and only the strongest survive. To rest in Mexico, so what I say, rap never so I'm the guy who never lost in town 5 days. I just say rap abakoso. It's the two communities. Na two fearless MCs. 3 intense air rounds. But you're undisputed champion. Who owns the mic? Who controls the stage? Who takes the bragging rights? Beats and Bass. In fact, Saturday 20 Ina Omode Sanchez on Connoitment Sapims Yamiadoma. A bidding home common fear his name Abisiako at the amount. Asempa FM community sports quiz. Me sure say communities in Nanya Bre. Sintex Tank, the Whitechapel agencies, Nafi Ghana, the game, energy drink, Nafi so air. Law chemistry and a Kujak air pro code and a air pump some air computer. Domina techri and a essential some create fencer na almost na satan is here. Comedian the Prof Wallace a good catch back up. Jumedi, a fan Prepzone. What I say, Prepzone. I say once na you know we are breno on one do a numera or Sandan Humuja na Urura more. Mia na enka na me sports night from Monday to Friday no and then the Friday I Prepzone. Na essentially two funu apija funu wintino. Eric said, "But you went to Monachi, a cocoa." I just said, "Jumedia Coso on Yasamkita, Unco Coati." Now, I do my family Jumedia 2 on Yasamkita. I said, "Why the dead in Tinaja? May church a proper chabwa, Emaniama etiakuku ye, Jumedia. Yadi Ebro Mitino, I hired the dead in maybe Ubiano. Obeso send me a message, maybe a bomb basso, be what in the Dibin so between their enemy 0244483290. 0244483290. I'm a WhatsApp line no. I'm a personal line. 2 ban where do you also 0244483290. 0244483290. 0244483290. 0244483290. 0244483290. Yanko man so kakra bi na ene Alhaji Abdul Karim Dusa or bankula ana afen so kra ona what I say of Kumase Kemfasa. Alaji na ntwi bebre na nchine ne ade alaji why business o ene alaji nkasa hwe se se na nemasi ko Ghana no eyomode anasese ni sitie alaji Wallace me o
good afternoon mejamo
good evening alaji me so mejo so
me mamo afin shiapa
afin ko betu afi paso anso bibia eboko afam de
ela yankubu asi
wow
before Becca no mistake Christian for no Muslim for the country yenina ye free audited Muslim and Orthodox Christians ne nti ekuriye omumeye ekuriye miemfa ntakwa nshia yehu
okay nti asundue na osrese Ghana fo na amane ntoma kuma mu ahu
inshallah
wow alaji wache say ampa panyi ofia eye na alaji kevasa muti say
kevasa ela yangu boasi your 8th position in the league
okay it's the second relegation
relegation there with the mistakes been aba. Inshallah, nyame adumwa. Next year, we are going all out.
Yeah,
can buy say benye sika na ya keep less na ya again be no maka ho.
Okay. Yeah, can find Asemina abesi me team sia say Ho United omo fi league nim na em say watin koma omo bo e fa ne ntia omo fi league nim. Can find sa ma ne bebre so atoto mo kwan so apen. Say na hu sa asemi e ekoso yi.
Yeah, the 2 years no the time no omo ye. And yeah until the time be careful. Referee be aba. Se mo park so we bibia no be no. Against him first menya abutre se wonko because ufru here had been if Interquana is according to the GFA anymore central for no say Oma Kuntakwa, but it's Oma Kunt Oma taki referee after the match. And yet referee to a Nepal while risking the life. So about one year and Omunya would train no one call, no move just but the media and me a yemi and said, say GFA. Say anakure na omu dia abadu ho ye di bo bia mediama any vision no ma bia so fa na kan waso dreams any eduana omu bu eduana fo eduana fo be kai wala kan waso na de na ha dwini say me go school but the system of execution enye aduma enu de wo mun yi fi rules and regulation no me be na me jina no okay say pass when my appeal wo mu di state of execution tuma na wo mu am finish and the Oma Navy. Oma for law in their hands.
Almost as a and Sabikita, a decisions are a PPM or Mujumadia Mudimanity and a as on my trum hill.
I know let me say, I tell you from Woody and the Mikano. Sir, Oma appeal now or Mutro state of execution. Going and yes, I don't Mukai. Mati, a founder of the club. No. Mati, Nasam.
Alaji, events and almost so much more. And my idea, say, Bibi still are Muguso, Kuna, Slamuguso League, the moment they see a Nomukui.
I say, Biani said, then I am Kupua Bono. Me Akumadin. And I may rely on Mati Allah. And maybe who catch a weir here, one want to me whom may and go put to me.
Oh, saying,
say, oh no, said then one of my say, enjoy football, man, no way in the pediano. Ya German, or better football, to see a chance here. Say, Nana Battle, I want to see.
What I say?
Where football? Huh?
Debbie.
Jaula or he.
Waka baby.
Adekoka or he.
Anusaka baby.
Your friend is saying Akayansu or he.
Anusaka baby, me sure.
Coach way Belkofi or he.
Anusaka baby.
Eliester or he.
Waka baby.
Na we nyamiche what you say about obi antene.
When you meet what you say.
Nti kat wanya fenye. Enye ball na man akunya and they only the second rich man in Africa. Omutimi shia di nkomo didi faku. No one day asia. aburo na obeye Ghana football nyame beye na aburo obe hu akatua pana me ka kire mo
sa
yes football dina ko ekire ene won fem ye ni selfishness interest ni family and friend football
alaje en fa potin na ni selfish ni family and friends no
Oje
en fa potin o kan say o selfish and say family and friends no
ko ka tell say vision ni media ma ntakwansi ha ana won vision ni media ma ha second rani no man see e hwan na kan hello
alaji mi tie pa
ana me bisa wo say I see adensi
alaji me tie say me na me bisa ne ntia o ka say selfish interest ne afi abusuasem families and friends ne won ko ne aba no ena ma me bisa wi
vision president enye ono na ye the chief of staff yo kuroma ha yo Ghana ha dreams share RTU 81071 ena omuka ena onsi player ba ko bi na o shego ena player no che me mamba do unu bi enye me na me shego no ena o hwana o mu se place ni nyina ye frefre bi anko bo man fa RTU place amma obi na wa she 71081 no ko ye protest u ye protest aye die asam no hwan na chi ho bibi ndi media enura me ma ufuoti me ma o related congratulations so much jade kinu but me aka me so mo sambebo na next year na omo fede na nyame beye
okay
ma omo say team
oh
but sisi de asisi omo from my yankupo
alaji say is it em say yesi ohine bane ne papa ti ase
ene de say ene ti de na me more than 1.5 year man ko GF kurada
hey but you say emran so no
me wo de no me team
but you say baby amra wo na chiye ni ho nanso emamufo bi so adwen mo say emra no eche emu anketo na eja akese no sa na tie
GF o de sabetie but enye ono class penyimfo na omun nim football course of jersey course of horse course of football course of bush omuji aketua epinum nchen omun ba apini onye tilapia ni banku onye fufuo ni aponchinam bibia na obeka no afa ye ntisa
enti o message ade ma ho United for say onka we de ne asibia no mama entity omni football don tem omomra because of players ne ade na nkomo sam gina mo
yes eno na me ma congratulations but me ko da ya na twa sign me sra wo mu ya sisi wo mu nya abutre se de na ye sisi ye nya ho abutre
okay alaji emfi club issues yemra national team issues afi won ne akoso yabo ye qualifies na wi ampa Ghana
national team assembly etia me supportu Otoado me supportu no but say ya yinu me ndime nka se won sambra na kofifuo sebi na o me executive council na omu kan sam kire minister te omu committee a omu be say yi Otoado na omu mpene no omu kan ketin ko na mpene me enu de sa na tie na meti ma enye obi na ka kire bi sa na mi ti say bi no muka nti Otuado die be no boni be no ye when the Ghana are twice we qualify Ghana for a friend saying World Cup and our catch the Ghana for we did dance and we didn't say so for technical director Anamebua Ana wanka
and me enu ni minimum asem
okay because director na only man who ko cater no a personal Adam for only every funny Adam for ndi Otuado nyamemba na abutre o hwe ni 9 na 90 no Ghana football no boy ndi sa Ghana no prayer no man ti ma afia no but oba de wa hwe Ghana ama o ma ko twice ade nya de friendly match na jeje team wa de jeje no wanya abutre na o mo pe good coach maye na tenye business coach bi na ye ni bia obi benye bi
Alaji Otuado obi beka se unka se na so enden kakra because o wie proper na nsa ho so okoye na adwuma e wo Germany
na so nye dem bia obi kan me ma management committee leader Alaji kura omu ye bi na manu
Alaji wada ma temi o unso wie proper na nsa ho no so okọ Germany okotan be me san ko pa no twa no san bae nti hono na so enden no na hu
o se
o wie adwuma no ono akra so onye bi okọ na san ko proper chi na san ko fa ne bae nti enya so enden no aye no
oh enu de minimum say on no say we yan na asa ko fa no say anye bi we ba to say we ade we qualify afcon ko na one qualify obi timi qualify World Cup on timi qualify World Cup you man credit but they say yan ho asam ka wo mo pe good coach enye business coach na obi di sika bi be she no botum na we di ga sika kasi aka Ghana fo
It's coach Ben Sani in Kemfano.
Me paucho line in you.
Metunka, Alaji Metunka, what mean ka?
Me to papa but with it.
Yea, Alaji Timinka.
Mean to Wunkakura.
Yea, Mamma, Alaji so down kakre. Oh.
Would the China no from another and I there to me interview.
Okay.
China Saturday.
Never so be you self, but I can make a kind of
Monday me walk Accra, Tuesday Gram walk Accra.
Okay.
Maybe I'm a baby.
And the Monday Bra studio direct. Monday me no studio. Why? Medasepa Alhaji Abdul Karim Gusa, founder and bank of Kumaskin Fast. I'll say Shallow. Alhaji Medase. Tino Alhaji Mini Alhaji we. Kababy Amedia Alhaji be brana. Alhaji say, oh yes, Mexico. Alhaji so phone, but a Karim Shabed in reception. Alaji phone is about a Karim bed in your reception. If you but a Karim kakra, and also I a problem. Can't you know if you are able to oh minty Joel. Well, let me go where you want to come up. Then ready. BBI come on. Let's say, oh, Professor DJ. We go grass from Professor DJ Wallace. Professor E.K. Wallace, no one who from Professor DJ Wallace. I'm just so pe me. But friends in the arsenal or the abacotia, bate, and no how not from a bonnet theatre, and no maybe so good national theatre, intino, and your friend Biano. Na majesu kama pa edi amount ewo dwumadia edi wantino bibia kama nti Prepzone ana study go so tenkunya so den share so 18 sabre no na erese na setan esi ekọ ewo dwumadia yedi banimtino teacher wa teacher bia bokode
nyame adum professor
okay esi already so say that home
David o boy juma
me de metem ma ko fie kura no me amasa ya juma ni na nya ibia
say teacher Asia professor dey say onya abotrema professor
me de juma dey me fifie ba ma pepe You know, we're saying Mexico, so yeah, I'm fair panel. Some old mate, I'm up with you. It's a Casafia now, copying Bessie, next 2 years, crying. I still make a say. But Poncomoso, I will Pia and I drink Java. To teach up here, teacher Pia, and I'm Motten and Cano, teacher Pia, and since that time, I'm counsel by Bomedui. Me and the proper comedy, I think that time I do, but still on Bedouye. Yamia Duma, as that time we do also better than kind. Teacher PM say my bobo a plethora of topics. So you need so be fun of Makuma, far away, partner, far away, papa, and when we see time, because never a day better also communicate Cababa, have a beautiful night, not a month from Quancho, my greens are, and there Easter a you own. Yes, who sorry no, there will be none air nearby. So I say, yes, you just pay you more about paying on your problem. You only go for a yama. You just pay back only your problem. And then they as I come to you didn't fish that. You just go, you just pay problem back open. You only go for my yama. I still on your machine. Hey, Father, prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemy. No, prepare a table before us. What I say, in the absence of our enemies, let them die. What I say, by their own friends saying, pits no more at the gear. No, because I'm to tomb na. Omo en kataka tomoso o Yesu Kristo Nazareth ne bade dem ugidia kase amen ti bia prof ti office no be fa no one
prof mechia na
enchen bebre o papa say ba betia cover ni na
eno kra machia etifo ne ahwefo nyina prof why ade we de nene me first time am ni we share we ade pa in fact etie o de bia bibia wo bia no etie na o abotren so sene wo control on the mic no o kasa wetumu say penifo wom omanfo nso etio sabre die omanfo enna etio na prof Ghana asem die me call government school kakra minim say also call ban school kakra dia
me ko preach school
go preach wrong
nyame adom me petrol etimi ya me ko preach school
no mo ya die pa
mo adwen fan ko school
na o say penifo bu baby say say each one for himself, God for us all. On the send now Casano, I feel the passion, you know, from how we see fashion on semna oka about Ghana 7. Sometimes oka unyan puma sibire we beka say professor na unyan na semna open in the kasa bi na opesa okasa, you know, but nyina ye Ghana komono send ye bema on my Ghana sports no ebe fan into my payfra. In fact, even Black Star ni local leagues ni incense ni adi and international friendlies ni adi send yes if akoso. But say me ba ye local na me sha si fi ye local league ni mu. De bia ye kan concerning officiating ni adi nsema hudu bia you know ekoso. Obi beka say bia Hoho United ebia no oman sheda they been unfair to you know the Ghana league you know and omo intimi enya abotre and ba say omo take that decision. You see sometimes no before somebody will take a decision na yeah some series of you know issues and apali eguho and ashena kumemuma you say the abundance of the heart no the mouth speaketh and you know say in some p ashena kumemuma you know a basa as a sort of voice out you go for me bro prof ono no oye na dia ontumi mfa nhye ne mu obi won so oye voice out into you know when you take some decisions on your own say o share say na be fire den abo na you see sometimes too o take a decision bia as say o share you know the future no he say ebeboa wa na because say we see I withdraw back no I don't think say coming back no will be a favorable something to you. And sometimes ebufo ba prof as I say unya abotre na utimi control temper near that sending na allergy air canon. Yes, a hard drink or no so same p near the day atotono, you know, can face near the day go to a time in summer who do be a fan who can face a copy relegation as you say, you know, or more division side now or more bono. But I know say Yankopon ya aduma empemuno alaji will also come back and as a bounce back me will present a bi organ has ya mpese me boni din Wallace unim say otitim de bia sama okan I think say we put the enya asemboni odi ahinkan me am boss okay de bia on ne ye program okan with passion e send you sifa team Ghana hanum say wenya support ni ade and some
asante foforo kra
I can yes say no ojina ne na so say Asempa photo no for ni ade na weti ayeden akamba you see anka obia de bia eya na me nyema bia me propose say to say your players you sika for Ghana say well Prof you obi ho a nyankopon bon no ba asase so ono ne de ne say eseso ko school no bongoma egu ni trim not in office not church or tina bank ni ade sanso na aduma chede no obi die ye bobo obi die tennis obi die america ni ade intino say if ye kase ye pese ye on earth talent these are some of the ways ye betimi aye broaden the whole situation and as the system no na obi abitimi nya na chefa e wo dwumade ahodo obi a oyeden odimu say obi ni mbobo. Now at the end of the day, me de bia some me can say your football is Black Star players ni the likes of Asamoah Gyan Muntari ni Seven Apia Moni ade no any de day ayu ni Jordan ayu say nyankopon yo madum na so munyi musika papa bi na say omo pese omo team kra organ han see na de bo my Ghana na nse mbumiti say Inaki William na that I think say ne brothers no omo bi school organ ani ade into these are some of the things investment sa football is de bia ye po mo chel say omo invest into our soccer near the yeti proposal be near the say Ghana ye ko besia boni ade ti make us I didn't know footballers wo Ghana how muska yetimi hwe ye hwe hana o mani timi ko amana ne kwaje besia near the these are some of the things ye manu credit ne prepare your end na Ghana ye football ni ye niema hudu bia yemu ye hwe face Daddy, look at saying walk about commentary near that. A share commentary. As a sabri, this is a timer. As a so mutimi biemu. Let me a boa share your boys be bro. The upcoming read you will read you schools one and say or matatia or mudi a brown kola a pese ye read you. So say someone biemu not to say more close and a commentary. So say who call a sports stadium near the Adibibra. A lot of people are hiding because untumin cover news and as untumin quiet run a commentary. And now yenka say obi decision na we take no eye boni say na we cite example about the EPL no e she one box mu and na ye nyina ye dey yetie but you see sometimes there are certain measures when you want to put in place your system so put in place but your long term and a short term ye under developing country developed countries no omo ye yache they plan bisa omo say omo di how long and the planning that kind of system no adintina just some couple of minutes couple of time just a short while mutimi sanye meni so say yenye grand yes and kenya de bonin kenya de papa so obi abefa one feed from certain angles the last time you run we was sports wa MC and na name say obi run commentary because na say the system wasn't favoring as a breaking that on and off near that and the coba say obi try say opeso run small commentary and the person had a call say you should stop running what to say obi running commentary near the adintina SSC timi impeach yankasa ye ho e manyema edu sit bibia kwakoye penimu bibia kwakoye penimu na obi adi enim na ono no in fact Wallace say okase o cancer ma hwa be kan ma akwakoti obi no but in some no can Ghana some near the year can we are not saying anything to hurt someone but we are in the betterment of our football and the Ghana no enye nyina ye pese ye boa mo man ye den e fa no to mapa aye den ifra senye sabri a wo ka se nka ene holiday ni ade sei ese nka otrefie na nka oni ebusuafo mo ye dem gyi mani ni ade ba wo de ababet na ha wo ka Ghana asem eye Ghana football asem the last time mi ko biaye bi na mi gina ho na ye nyema hudo bi ye sensa nyema hudo bi na one girl bako ojina bra bi nche na meti asemoka so a footballer and a girl no nyankopon na doma onya akwentu bi ayeden obaba bitu and am business say ahan ono ball local league ni ma leagues ya obo but when your opportunity ofri omanimu this are some of the DC ya kan kasa ye ho ye nkrofo ahye ama oman ball no kra oba obi pepo ball 1 2 3 There's a so good seeking for greener pastures. Yes, sorry, me a pesi ye pija ye can ye Ghana League Nasem say enquire. These are some of the things that as so the measures. Eto akwemu say young mua young kasa young ni pija ye enquire ya ebeya on person yede omobo. Now let's come back to the Black Star Asempa. I hear talk of the day. A lot of people are talking about it. Media Coach Otuado from the beginning, Papa we then eba Ghana football no. There's not a single day bieniwa me matena baby eyi ni boni ayeda. Enti program bi a meko so bia no. Some of the presenters no. They wanted to battle against me concerning Coach Otuado. Me I have not met the man before. I've not seen him before. I just like his charisma. I just like his demeanor and his posture even on the field of play. Ono so ye Ghana niba. And na wa pese o pese obebo my Ghana. Edisi in Pempeso bi. Ghana Professor, you see so say ye bobo ewo Ghana had him say ya fa coaches so many years ya fa brofu coach ya fa so oshema most of from 2010 ebe nyina coaches ya fa dudu nyinara eye abrofu coach bisa say how many of them in the team afa even the World Cup ama Ghana and even the African Cup at the iden ama my Ghana but DPI sorry yankofo broniku obian kaso broni coach bad but you see sometimes there are certain things when you are doing a bian say example about African Cup see about African Cup most of the managers are omoti bench in nara omunyina yeden abrofo enisi hono hwe Ghana Blaster hwe ye squad ya ye hwe ye technical team enama abrofo almost about 1/3% of abrofo enom yeden omum. Look at Coach Celestete, Ghanaian man, black man. Now with to me at the under 20 the day ayumu any Brazil akwaku jina etimia bobo kama atimia wini cap ediabo my Ghana. You see sometimes no asem bi o na say o kan Ghana Blaster Asempa obeka unya ne puma sibre. Look at these players, group of players. Look at the likes of yanko echiri kakra ni enhwe the likes of Tony Eboa CK Akonomo ni enhwe Abidipele mu hwe tama almost time no omode sha ase ananka obobo national team edima my Ghana the years the number of years Tony Eboa mu ebo national team until every year be anang say a bad national team na say ye free players ultimate tenas as a presenter Prof utumi ankasa tenas kase player A B C D and ye be day ye be form and ampanso when you call coach in your selection these players now the same players now they be the ebeba you will players be what you see Professor you will be a friendly team and yet set for kobu your players be bro so one champion look at a team like they be a cite example no my cite House of Folk 4 battalions Ishimeladu Copsin Dada Dombo Temu ni Amankwa. Look at the last time Michelle Amankwa program ya say the man is looking so gentle, so energetic and he's still young. Look at those days now no mobo House of Folk any Cecil Jones atukwefiu odo mukujina Nigeria omokobo almost standing as a national team for Black Stars. Look at the team now no mukutano and your players kiku. But the team no and it's a idea ye can wasem. You see when you can have the players but if you don't have the team how do you perform? Team say we Copsin jina ha say o mabo so a onimse me de Ishimeladu o maso a onimse Amankwa Mreku jina ha enti no ondane no ho crampo e na hwerema e ye de ebobo foot as a team no they have met so many couple of times and they know each other, they know how to overlap, they know where to pass and they know where to go. Yet they are say yet me fair coach be near the naba. Look at a coach like CK Akono. A man CK Akono kuta Black Star. A do baby no in some I would be by and a CK Akono a then. Look at the voice. Near would go be Rebecca or Ghana and we can't treat our our own like that. Abrofo coach ba, we don't treat them as we treat our local coaches no. I didn't know my years him say ye 69 years, I 70 years. I see again independent. But they piano ye nyama say sebi Abrofo we are still under independent. And so always we call ourselves say yeah independent. And so where is our independent? Where does it lies? Look at a coach like Kwesi Appiah. Muse Kwesi Appiah enye Ghana ha senior wo and Kwesi Appiah na mehwe ni documentary bi emra or the blaster Sule Muntari mu Didi Dramani mu ni ade ekobo omni Germany ni ade koboye. Look at the performance of this team. Na no mu team ye na papa edemo my Ghana if you want Muse Kwesi Appiah enye coach papa and Musaki Kwesi Appiah nsema udu bi ekafa no papa pani is so gentle, very naive and very energetic and not tenase in a Sudan for yeden ebe fan. Now look at what he's doing for Sudan and nedie mukofo Otuadu so aba waba be here so ye papa we Ghana hwenka Otuadu and qualify Ghana for the World Cup nka Wallace utum se nka DM na nke be kafa Otuadu hu because you will say would be a lot of people said about this man say he's not a good kunya daddy and nyankopo adum hwe oni Nigeria ekoboye almighty Nigeria hwe look at Nigeria no rivalry na da ye ni Nigeria ntem akwa ese Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Accra has to full it doesn't need a formidable and as a kind of a system play bia obi animbo until whether you have the men or not no when it gets there obi about the assessor or the obo and nyankopo adum papa etima look at what happened on their page and more Otuadu Ghana Blaster ewini Nigeria no players supporters nankasa SSA park near daddy etuto nyama against their own people say I didn't know mtimi tena ho ema Ghana timi eden ehyomo and they had pains near daddy say Ghana timi edi omato that kind of situation and na nyina Kombrano, Nyankopo Adum Otuadu etinya qualify Ghana to the World Cup. How many months to the World Cup? June yani Nyankopo Yadma. 2 months. And Mutimi Sake Papa will say, we are not against your decision. Say, oh Sakeno, you have your prerogative powers and you know what you want to do. And Wankasa mo taking own decision. But there are certain decisions when you are taking it as a so share the way forward. And say, into the now no, Papa we end up planning. Most say the first match. Austria a boy, you know, the performance wasn't good because he had 5-1 loss to Austria. But you see, second match only Germany then Echo boy. Now the second match, you know. Even though say omulusuye but blaster nankasa no see make we no yes see advice yensu ye prof this suban I work Ghana national players ni no I say when they are playing good game and they try to score then they are relaxed. This thing I've observed it even from Abidipele mo time Tony Abu mo time or so one no I relax but Ochena now I said oh the prof atema making oh the study your national team players nation subai at home say Ochena na say when your speed be nya wo di bi onu onu odibes hwebola omni Germany boy omo share game na say no na Germany na so omo game na ni so papa blasa hu ni so papa but omo tena study game no say no edu baby na Germany ankasa no coach na ankasa so original na afi omo bo defensive game omo say no send the blasa ebobo no go antwi on bed on be now you were assessing the man of abysmal performance with Austria, saying say the man didn't perform with Austria because they scored him 5-1. Look at the players, your preparation or the day. Oh yeah, you see, Prof. So sometimes some of us know when you are preparing something, you don't get. As a track you will be beer your friend is sketch. Oh sketchy we are now one cast wash editing staging. No say no mistake you are me say is into the mammy the master nankasa that's the revision stage no into after the revision stage no and now be your correction now waiting me then be beer to heading it can win your master with publication I say over publishing whatever you drafted no papa ni win your players be or Austria bon now they were not part of the team. Okay, we kitabu dim kakama na yakoma so ne Alhaji Awas on the chairman of the local organizing committee for Asempa FM Kou Easter Games 2026. Now we are saying you didn't see our China and the so El Kou Tafo Roman School Park and a Jumedine Ebebaso. Kou si Alhaji Alhaji Alawas Yamajo.
Yeah,
Bibia Bokodier. Bibia Bokodier.
Oh, Bibia Boko.
Oh, okay. Mona more grounds na nyame adomo chena kwa tafu Roman school park no ebe putu ebe gidigidi ebe ye gengenge na kwa Easter games Asempa FM de aba no ana ye hwe se ye beti ho nkomo se mukodu grounds no sen ana nema ACL ko.
Midama sipa michati fu nyina na michia kofo omamo akra omu eboabo mo abana dwi ne omo ambeba anopa ami say kwa Isagala no ye besi akan wo quarter for china by 7 o'clock ne nyina share wo quarter for ami say ya ye bibia ya ye hihye nyina security bibia ya kama ya hihye bibia na ne ho ni eye kuro nwotwe ena besi akan no na ya no group A and B group B eye bepon mpraiso pitiku ena quarter for ena group B eye nkoko nteso nkwaitia ena etibie na first match eye ochina eye bepon ni mpraiso your second match nkoko ena nteso your third match pitiku any quarter for ena match 4 nkwaitia etibie na ya bo 1-1 matches no your second matches no be about 3 matches for the groups na ya babepon any pitiku nkoko nkwaitia empraiso quarter for Inteso etibie the last match for the group no bepon quarter for nkwaitia etibie pitiku ana empraiso Inteso nkoko each group we be 2 first and second na omoshia enti ami say ko Isagala de se o pesa o hwe woni ji na obadi ajubo ko utafo esa se adum Asempa de afibia muana muma isano de okoha eti huwa o pesa woni ji na o hwe soka papa dia na waba ko utafo pacho sise ni enti asembi so hona obebisa.
Okay. Enti ochina mo achede de ma ejina mu no.
Bacho wo say
mo achede e de ma mo jina mu na.
Bacho ya achede pi o ho e de be ma.
Because me to anwumre enti me nim say me so me kwa me ya achede ni bia because de bia afi bia me babat me hu so.
Oba obenya bibia obia baba be si akan bia obenya bibia ko. Wo so a obeba so ani beje.
Me babat me ba na me hu so enti me nim alaji wo ase mu money pa o mfi bebre ni a me ba ko mu money pa o.
Oba afi we die. Bibia di no kwanse nsuru.
Okay, wate. Enti Prepzone ma me kama sabe a me ba me nkasa mre kra na no anse. Eja ha. No anse ja me kite modwi na me nom no dwi na se bibia ekọ kama. Kwa die ye ko a enti no ya me adoma obehu me. Why?
Mate. Otade me bom pa se ensuo fuan ensuo. Ya nti bom pa na wotna weda no emwaye. Na bibia antoto ye.
Okay. Nti Alhaji Awash, chairman of the local organizing committee for Asempa FM Co Easter Games. Alhaji you too much what?
Medati.
So that's pa nti ma fancy ti Alhaji Awash ana motene canon afibia koko but ase Alhaji niam eso timi ye bo nipa no ni na ye beko no na obuna ni agusa gise bia okoka nti group A bepon emprise so ana afi pitiku ana ayekọ utafo omna group A no na oba group B nso a ye okọ ye wonteso ye wo eye enkwatia ana ye wo atibie wo nso ejinam group B so a wo so den sebia wo mo ebeti a chirombo benti no dwumedi ne bede na fixtures no wo se be pon any price so am se mo ne bebo opening game no na we why writing here why writing no I want to write no hey oh ne writing here fedo ne handwriting efe papa me hwe ne achọchọ abem ha yi na me hwe a Wallace pa no okwo a hwe akrante bi nyina wadi ni na no that's still tinya handwriting we na so ya de no ya de Wallace handwriting efe papa wetin say omo penso my first copy book na adwuma ma no pa nti ubama to say bepon ene price so and the bebo first game no na afi nkoko ene inteso abo second game na afi pitiku omo so ene kwutafo abo na afi nkwatia omo so ene atibie de apem so madam we fena tubi o abo so kan fi atibie afi bepon ene pitiku bebo na afi nkoko ene nkwatia nkoko ho na right hand so fi nkoko guy oni nkwatia ne bebo na afi price so ene kwutafo yes na afi inteso ene etibia Sunday apem na afi bepon ene kwuta fabo ha bepon ona rekesi du body fi bepon 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 Chuck Norris ono okay the Russia phone in but am say bepon ben Russia it no Eric fi Russia but am say bepon ben enti we say na si ko na na afi nkoko ene etibia nso bebo na bepon ene kwuta fabo na afi pitiku womo ene emprise so abo na fe inteso ene nkwatia womo so e de apem so ntiwei ene fixtures na nyame adoma wo chena amanfo ade omani ebeti a kirem e kwota for Roman School Park no omo de betin tam so Eric Seed body kokko be master Ken Kanija mo umina ho aje so mo property aboa amaniama eti akwito cha de obede de Kobe the Scavenger what I say Kobe the Scavenger what I say okono kitane handbag I say bi she boot bi so te front ai she na fi ai Benghazi so the same car Benghazi so I so tim say o me fe ko abane de na che say eduaba bia o ko bi o madi bi enti ne abano no e o sene ma esi e ko won hihia ye di e jam no nti bibia be kama enti to aso enti
yeah prof sene na me to aso no me do bibia na make about kwesi apia asem no on say enkomre nyina no na yesi kwesi apia nye but sese no on pese omsa ye den ekofa kwesi apia ba but you see me pese nka me fa kwenye so me ka che kwesi apia say so pese obadia ono ankasa any own decision because Kumasa Sante Kotoko ebi to coach Ugum the first of Kumasa Sante Kotoko ofi hono ena yetan kopa ne chew eno bae the second coming leg in crown ko yiye enso no he has been exited. You see that suban no ewo on my Ghana hanum see ya ase ye fawa beginning no uni ho a ye se wo ya ade na mo ni absence no na afi ye hu omodin bo a ye dey obo enti no me advice kakra me de bema coach Otuado ne se bibian kechiri mon paba na emom no onhye no hodi no hu se no football you know bibia timisi na onhye example about CK Akono the last of Kwesi Apia muni ade omo nyina omo be mu a ye pam omo a Kwesi Apia Nyankopon adom enedie se omo hu se Kwesi Apia ye enjoy ye pese ye kofa Kwesi Apia ba na se sese no ono no koye ye Otuado koye oba first one Nyankopon adom ode ye kokata ye nyina ye nim emra ye kwakohia eye Portugal de bia semwe meka na omo se eye Cristiano Ronaldo ye mfa kenten si yeti sonko na ye kwakohye ye bibri at the end of the day Kudus money Jordan ayu muni ade de ayu munu etijine mu no ni jine mu no Cristiano Ronaldo etna bench for almighty Cristiano Ronaldo etna ben ni nyina yi Otuado ensano adwuma otumi yeye. You see sometimes no in speculations no say o kasa one who obi tinchen obeka say but we see allegedly no you can even sit down and deduce certain things you know from what is going on in Black Stars camp and even Crampono we hear one kasa wa praiser from beginning of coaches black coaches and as coaches abagan hanum say in some who do be in their absence no and their exit no and some who do be yetete no you know sometimes no allegedly no yetiti some bebri concerning coach nankasa no the selection ya ade as influence be ye den ekokoko so emra ye no Austria airborne Fatau Ishahaku no nka game no but ono no coach ni nim preparation na oye den oye hwe boys a ye kosesa be mu ye the new boys ni ade ebe hye mu. But you see say Ghana see ye pese ye fa World Cup pa na see ye fa African Cup and na see ye excel in our teams. Me those days no nanka ye before bi e the aba national team ye prepare no from under 17 ye nyina lesson bands obekaya those days no Barcelona 92 muni ade kakra na odira under 20 na ofi under 20 then wetimi ayeden e dey aba Black Star intini before obedu the national team no and I said the senior national team no na wetimi abuild formidable team enye se frefre kobo na weti ha and they see Yugoslavia Ghana player bi wa ha yanko Denmark Ghana player bi wa ha yanko Fanembra ya twen after 5 months or my Ghana yako akono and only yako to treat all these kind of players idea aba de bia ye kan and then o ka about Brazil name ani ade say even almighty name a crampono or no crampono hokeka or Brazilian squad and ampanso Brazil or moto mubuasi ehu se no ye ko tournament Ghana ye build the boys from onset ye build omo and san ye dioma abe presenti in competitions. We don't just get up and call this and call that and tell them say they should represent our national team. I mean, who does that? Coach only woman shasiye muso ntimi qualify na hwensem threatening ni ade e ko tuado so na nyankopo adom otuado itimi qualify to the World Cup onu no nim ne plans and 2 months to the World Cup mo kwa kofa mo bobo teams akese coaches akese ni ade me and in sema would be anom keka about success say coach we oye good ni ade or records ni ade na nebuo no ewo as Renan omobobo coach akese din ewo Ghana hanum se yenko form nye den embra sa coach ya working bisa ho se sa sika na ode kwakofa no do you have the means or do you have that money? And even if you don't have that money then coach ben na okakofa because unim say sa coach we a obetimi age World Cup ama ono ebia ne boy say eni say ne boy say na untumi afford ya na say okofo lower coach no dey ne boy no betimi afford wa that means that you don't have a plan. Even the World Cup now okono you have even lost it even in advance. Okay obekita obodo nbio ndi amame na ebesa ba no ato so fi coach na akache na afia se na nema esia koso but still ano yego so ehwe ko Easter games set se nyame adom ochina ko Tafo Roman School Park ana dwumadie ne ebetini asaba so ho no ma otim sampa emu ebe de ebe ni kanika na hwe nipa pepian kuma fi achichi ne bencha kopi moko a otim sampa ko aye de na kobi the scavenger okuma nkra ba ko waka enstroja adura nwono na so behwe na obo adura de sanza hwe nura eda odifi nkra ha de akopi moko a na otim sampa ochina ko aye Easter no wo ko Tafo Roman School Park no ho be de kobi mema adwo
Mejo so Professor Enoch Kwesi Walanyo Wallace
Wadama bibia bokode
bibia kama ekwa
esra boko esra hey na me so ye na me hwehwe hu ana se kani ni ho
se o ye se o be kwa no papa but me sorry me so be here na prof card asuti ho and then prof afa flight afa jet and on the kwa you go Professor dear only need dealing na or pedi obi a say anomana msoro a ohu osi senator the Professor kasi wa you fan predict Professor and is be tuto mba ya say Professor we kiri
say chairman frame so say me prepare chance and me hwe nim say bia ewie anwure a but I say we say me catch say night driving no so a problem kakra but still am go so hwe say yeah we say channel pa me na me gina we say me amachina we say me so ma we say me na me gina we you know we are come and see atadwe no so bo mo dey say over store more atadwe no more atadwe no more ana me nipa no Isa so say okogifu o Isa ho
Isa de na sisi re say dey u ken say unya
There's a bad old man as a
Never.
go that's why it's very simple. Over Boko and a whiny and a minute very could so David.
And never tell Gobi. And never tell. Wow. Oh. As like a Richie Kabengazi one. So Richie Bengazi there. About that, Richie Quine.
Who's a rich, so I can want. A quite normally would have fancied a 2 hours.
Hey, you went to 2 days or go was any. Richie, you went to my best, of course, even do best 2 days as Sunday.
Prof,
I can reverse, was he? Only one I won't do that. Hey.
But Prof, Chinakasana, Easter Games in Ankasa Basso. But who said a quansu now has said a nipa abu she Prof, a nipa abakwano. Name one says still uncle for that one kind. You go nipa abakwano, Prof, as Sawani and so catch it. And organizers, so I say your boss said, the beer as you had the 2 year answers, our Emperor Park, no. Ya did you made in as soon be beer to 2 days. It's a non say, and a papa, best and no trick. Now kick off no HM who responders are almost a boy who be a ben stand near the old kama. Teams in no I crowd on her mora, and what teams in the camp. Who say, na, dear ma, I do my from now, Asempa FM. When we start games, yet and yes from Conese. Who say, yet and ye involve communities, no. Unlike other ones now, na Quefer for Cobo, if you want cry, no booby, if you are no booby. When they are talent, Nankatra, a walk, Hano, and I am for her, say, it me identity. Our quote Easter Games are, yet it's sensational. It's a new between and also up to 15 years, said. Mora a work camp, any year a work teams, a camp, and Teso, Kotoso, Tenaso, all the so, and in prior so, and a tafo, a tibie, just be a crowd of set, Namia to Machinano, but I know what Chidi, no meaning an Abby PMO, Nessa, Yansu, Edgar comment to Nakum. Once I fear Chemo, now Mr. Ameno, 18 ha, now or no air son about Baba, the Coca-Cola. No kakra. I feel substitution abane say King Kaninja also ewaha. And I feel they one ankasa Eric said wedi on also ewaha. It's a feel credit. I know 3 commentators. There's a double. Papa Maisu also aha. I say Papa Maisu no substitution be already I professor. Ehupa na eno tresa Maisu by a pass obedikai. Na we dey ka ya dey to the ama professor kesi ba ke grade me ba ya unia every baby wa sa ko gwem e o ha se to say wa yes of TTC ba rough that is you are but ni nyina mo no team no obia aye crado in fact yenda event for us 11 any chance na ne imperative a wo mo LED team we me ho say ora Chigu enso e wa hanom okay say yede a cooking competition ekwasisi so emperifo yi ni ka judges no e make sure say cooking competition so aye kama e wo Adom Park nti no yede no akogu enanwumre yi yaka emboso atese no de otu se ka kokofo dia e wo aboso ho but we ni de na se emboso kese pa na nei and also ebe koso e wo Adom Park atese ni nyina da ehise ahodo amperifo e de gu akwama Prof ama kwa Easter Games no yede ewo mo upset etina nyame aduma and also ebetimi abaso professor.
Tanya me adoma sena mo kan na se ko tafo Roman School Park e wo be de we team sa my crado a omo hwe nim se o besi akansi no na afi mo so commentators a my crado a we sena nwumre mo wo mo app mo various hotel rooms no dia na se yama ebe koyi e dia madwumadi a eba so no but ade ba kwa me se me kasa personal mo interest won say last 2 years na me the reigning champion for the cooking competition team sa to dwai mamba when the team no aduane papa
dear Teresa, one man, Nanka, me so second, no crowd a big pew quantity a man for ma. Can ye, you say, a deity, Nanka, Professor, you are near the deity. Now you do on a prof. And so the Amma, a video no SIS from Gonna say, go for me, Gia, night. And then you do on his poor back at the car, woman, ready and all. And almost say in in fact and 24 best stand I see no and 9 hour in a pomba ko no so we ben wa wachi na obehe wachi a na nato no boa so popo ye I went to me friend first na em wa kakra na ekuo ba ko so ba in fact almost so ayekuo omo akwati say ekuo ai wo kromu a omo ayi ni pa ba ko say omo jini di pa so no ma diane no a eji onu mejiremu enfama ejino basically make us omo yi sentrefo na adonfo se o ye de Easter na eba ye na de kwa cooking competition na eba ejimo ye were presenters and then kama show benu aduane Eric benu aduane Professor Amadi ananka okumankra bijinam nanka ya hwe anu aduane no omo yi ye nyina sinchen ema ekoye se kromafo na nkasa e no me de competition na sise so a na any can ade ba kwa bi research sponsors no kra no ene o mamma me hamper bag bi out you say ene me kum no nya ne maketwa se ya ti ase ama kromofo no wo mo anoa aduane ni nti no em se ba wa man so a result to blessing in disguise abua ama ibu bi no that's how they just for so
na gaza so
enti nese ga unya kwenya dia nese ase aman abomu ni bia na ka be wo no
me ya kwenya I was here so kai international Iowa wo ya bomu na over the blender o see there be blender over the way o see there be there's a fear there na kasa na watch for no the amount of didi second no na no be no no wo say ono a efie watch nti ahaban ni nyina na watch ni Oza watching Kakota, a habanim, on any Indian, a habanim, okay, putting the chief coach, maybe a habarica watching our it is another watching the Prof, that is but this womb and a habana will be just someone I call. But a habana went to get you from the I don't get this ridiculous. Sebi abade enjai eyi na original yes be very excited almost I man dey be bad like my professor
okay gabi very anyway madam say mama for feel na community call radio so indeed messages and comments about ha no so interesting very interesting it ochina na me adom na say bia ekwan sabam na say empemfo ofie no so san hye me say mama me san betrema me san agemu na ehwe say be ya ma betia san akoi say me ba so dia ene ebegem na bibia wanya bia na yachem na aboa amaye na ya soma dwen
me dey kamenya kurana na ganenka memfa fafidie so obra on TV sky ema on santinam na gabia bebia ro da ba so na abetio so me na abepese me kama o da ya da bebia plano on time so ba so o de bi da ma kakra na ganon so no ba tinya Prepzone kama but enema ka se o ye wa kire nyina contact ne bibia no wo so ma me a na nka me so ma timi de di akire na bibia ay kama because enema de atuto din wa ha the best ya paari se uni ha na o niema so ekoso emfoni me de be mane o evidence don't the evidence what out there
hey baby Monday eso bante Monday so me sani wo meeting radio so Europe now koya no eso the evidence ni na bretie for ni obi
evidence
It's very many was saying you
It's
Alexander Cobblestone, the man from Colorado and Central Europe, and Okodia, Waba 9 pass was a buna kit him the native century moko. Easter games no be between Mochina and yen ye day a co tafu Roman Scooper ye home air grounds na Asempa FM co Easter games no and also Etian so it's going to be interesting to maybe I will be a co and person so but to say maybe I saw Konakota Asempa FM it's a cooking competition so and a copy my and why it's not here video no or YouTube I was a cooking competition no and I want or he no and watching no which means watching no habai no kwa ani guma ne ade ade a ntino person Mexico so judges watching habai kwa na mane wachi beans ne hu konia ba na fa sai peche do ntino won eyi ni fima won fa man ntino nko de bebre na ana be fi kwa ba nti kosweti Prepzone ani dwumadi ade bro Friday edition ana eja magic powerful a yese ewa bi efe ne konkon ba na se nkwala ni fia mpenfo na ebo ana megu so ebo e ma ne ma etia kwentino mini teacher ani wa ayegu so prepreche pa ntino se to so
yeah prof we there udin say ka say prof you bet me and prophet that's a professor because send your car and no one come to
angajiro
today I miss you so prof ntino metwa masam no so na me di masam e be wi no in fact the exit of coach Otuado no made the IM ya papa from day one. I remember say was it in any 3 days news ni breaky here after the match no I think say Homachin am say meti say ran your social media near that. In fact I wasn't happy with that kind of news na eba you know, especially with a manner what brain we di ni a what boa say Ghana Nyankopon dom yan qualify for World Cup and this man waye bida. You see sometimes no when a coach has its planner, semunya botremano na mo schedule bitimi ayeden aye. Oye Ghanaian, he knows what he's in about and he knows the kind of players or person oyeden or do moko tournament no. But allegedly, yenyina ye wo Ghana has say these are some of the things that air cost Ghana football more. Say ye jai when we pick a manager or pick a coach say he should work for the betterment of our country. Let's allow the man to operate by himself. We should not involve any influence. When we try to impose certain things on them, put this thing there, for play away, for shemu. You see, Ebasa, look at the Austria match, the man was testing the players or the artistic ekotumu as a goalkeeper. Now opese Benjamin Asare etina sekakra no hwe niema ni so kakra artistic kodemo no new players bi owa they didn't feature, they were at the bench. Intino adintina the next match now the man kakra wait me put it good performance or the team no ye Germany abo at least 2-1 and it's not any bad news bia for Ghana and even the lose now you lose ye no crampo no o hear the performance boys no eputi yena they did so well ochwe Ishahaku ball sene ni dimina oni jikumuni ade amba you see your players bi owa no mo nka ho player bi to say Kudus he wasn't part of the team intino nyema wodu bi na say odi assess coach so munya abotre we say 2 months today tournament here mokakokofa coach afi no no so ba betnase etimi assess ni players the kind of players ana said de wo hona kwansani mu na na say ono ofanye nkwan sa no no so fanye enti de bia na akwa ese frefre kobo de bia Ghana ye tournament plan ben ye pese ye de to ho ye players but we don't have a team and don't na ye kan confirm person moti ate say ebredu say prof ye timi have a development plan for our national team. They say we have this crop of players down. So when we are planning on a tournament, we base on these players. Let's camp them for years, couple of years. Let them meet frequently. At least more international wenu toa. Betting me up a debut or you be plan say ebia in 5 months into your game no. Or many betting me abom hoka no betting me asre mo class near daddy. No even cram most of them are no nyina mpo no ebobo Europe enti mubetimi ma coaches no ni managers no akwa koshi omo ho na bia mo kire omo one country where they should meet, so that they will plan and then train, so that they will know each other well. They will plan ahead of time, so that any tournament that comes to meet us, we are going as a team, but we are not going as players. They beyond you players, no. As Obabe Yedriani. Now one ingredient send a workers international Iman or Kobianka cooking competition obedi face in Yama who do you ingredient ne esiwama say fire duani. At the end of the day, Obia be any day and so bako die and a bed daching bako, because una unim kwanya ubefa so obeti mi ayeden ashishe Yamani ye as a manager biano. He has his plan, he has his record, and Yama who do bia send you or person den in Yama den echo. So when Timmy Jano now mu de bia mu influence no. At the end of the day, mu influence ni pano allegedly nasa one kasamu ba the bonus so boss say is no good. I mean yen na ye TB organize allegedly emra sports minister Baye, he said it at the beginning, say he didn't want to work with this man, I think to Otuadu, and they say after later he came back, said this man is good, you know, he has confidence in him, so he will allow him to work. At the end of the day, acquire faction to say acquire say Emo to adu ba ya ye kofa ada coach yin so ba say ono so ne mbambe no omuko kata yi e ba yi Chris Hilton emna unse obeha na akwa say Chris Hilton no to adu mienu na akwa say niema hudo bi they want to decide who should take, you know, Ghana Blaster to Qatar near the adi and they do baby they centered on, you know, Otuado say then Otuado should go. At the end of the day okoba honorably, no, you know, Obi Beka say or no other nipim and a resign, but allegedly Lubekom Crampono, he was imposed to resign honorably, and he resigned and he went away. And you did Chris Hilton to Chris Hilton now one some more power to near the idea. Muslim Henry record near the idea, a Bape Pass near the idea, or Tuado, a scouting coach near the idea, Yaka wing now to Papanso. But comparatively, when you compare Chris Hilton and Otuado, Coach Otuado have the good record. Wait. When it comes to, you know, the national team, more compare these two teams ni edibai. Yadi women bra or my optimism. Now at the end of the day, I better tiani aside I say so he didn't have any plan. They beyond our confidence. No, we have reposed our confidence in the white coach rather than our local coach. And then Ghana for Nankasa Yankasa yetimitanasi yasi yankofa. You see utina baby nasa boys he didn't come out. They be almost and a black coach, they are no good, they should go and bring white coach near daddy. But they be your tournament, black coach and the Celastete and the Diayumu, a quiet day, a koji walker by. At the end of the day, what did we do for them? What did we do for the man? At the end of the day, be Biaji, but Obroni coach now, they be you were confident in them. No, look at from a year 2008 about 2010 2021 and 2022 till date Milovan Radovan or Obefa team no from 2008 Ofimuana we Goran so by from 2011 to 2012 and James Kosiapia Ebeshe Mukakra from 2012 to 2014 and Maswa Kunedu so by but Ushema Avram Grant or Charles Akono Kakra Bam and Chris Hilton into Usheman. The last one, Crampa or not so 2026, and they wanted to bring a white coach. The Pia coach Otuado, me a coach, and also this man is not performing, this man is not doing. At the end of the day, now the man, you know, Yankan say he has been sacked. Sani Bekano, he didn't resign this time around, but he was sacked. But you see a fat tournament to Ghana Hansia, send an American. Let's have a plan, let's have measures, let's be determined and focus. Say, this is what we are doing in favor of our country, our motherland. So say ye ko tournament yi sika ni ho no man peni say yanka say jeje foto ni ade ni emfamwa. At the end of the day, the taxpayers money any ni ye de den ebo team no ho bra any ye de omo ye de ekọ tournament. At the end of the day ebeba no na bibia ye den agiegu ade nti na de bia no ye ko tournament say sika ni akwa kotu egu ni asaba without any, you know, good result bia ni akwa den akwa if you say if you pursue another tournament successfully come out with flying colors, with good record, with good result, then let's have a plan, a dedicated one for that matter, so that the plan will exhibit on the field of play to help the country.
Okay, teacher Pia, and I'll tell you, I'm a special guest and then you may know Eddie Jumedino, Prepzone Sono, and I'll tell you, on also in common Etienne Sakugu, and maybe upon their tour, but then, yes, our Escauku, SK, said we canono, Ejibiano, so you don't come Crabby and Saba, now on Sanama, ABC, Coach Media, Yadi, Ebreo, and Nainimo. Within the Prof, Wallace, a good catch, but I hope I'm privileged to be the host of this show from now, and Copem Setin, and Eddie Jumedini, see, we pen them, say Bella, the all rounder, and also the girls home, girls, girls, we're cinema ACL corner. I would say girls, and man, LGBT and into but you put me funny girls, I'm gonna itinerary, send a baby so eguso ecoso and she na tiwi, emame, na meba. Welcome once much me.
Layman betes and sa yadi koko amine 20 ni nyahudo bebrehini ni adi aye shepi na jina wanaso na nyahwodin foforo Layman betes and sa yadi koko amine 20 ni nyahudo bebrehini ni adi aye shepi na jina wanaso 1xbet odds ni doso na wudi so ayetua sika no tentem ene de bia gudi ahodo bi ko 1xbet.com.gh website and app so use promo code GHDRAM never 300% welcome bonus and copim 5,500 Ghana cedis. Gambling when you true into trying wa hwe yemu enye ma wona won di mfie du nwotwe gaming commission agent krato yatum.
Obo, me who ye? What sorrow do you so? Aday.
And then me we yabo. Doctors me nya hepatitis B.
And you know what? Oh, hine yire. Doctor Akosia dia ya. What power specialist herbal hospital nka? Hey, ya dia wan sanya binie. What hepatitis? Ayere sa ho award nkwan kron. Na se bibidru foko akansi. Wono na ji hepatitis award. What ya di bi wo America? Ne UK abrochimem. Na aka so je ne kwa.
Sa
na fatty liver mo fryer donchon. Ebeko. Prostate se kompa ju ko maboso. And all set it sewo. Se ko to dwenwa ye goso kra. Foko power specialist herbal hospital. Oh, we're drunk, sir. And you went qua. Oh, say, yadi would be.
Oba, unchira me hosa mebre.
Kumasi, what will say yes, Leposum Road, Jasbro filling station, opposite, and grind, Quabenya, Pokiasi, SCP Quantum Poneso, Takrade, Anaji Estate, Anaji MA Primary School, Shanimu, telephone 0244 544 422 0200 383831, WhatsApp 0555 797878. Power Specialist Herbal Hospital.
Nana, good news for Frobia me free seahorse abano. Ekoye e ma driver for ne transport operators nyina.
Seahorse for dey say ye niwamu free tete.
Wudum sa Ghana ha.
Omaye emu ya hye.
Entu di nsuo gu kan mu a enche nawe. Owura free ho nso a wobobo engine.
Na se engine amonso a overheating ebegu animu ase.
Mo enu ntin wo di Seahorse Ultra Cool Coolant abedwa so no. Seahorse Engine Care Program any coolant technology company bia e wo Turkey and na akabo mu a produce high quality coolant additives adibe protect your vehicles and equipment from overheating, rust,
corrosion
and engine damage. Sadabaya cars ebetima chamayen.
And our some fast a copper Seahorse Ultra Cool Coolant TBC.
Na ba radiator, water pump ni engine hoban. European, Japanese and Korean cars nyina. Our Grace 50-50 ready to use coolant and Tata 367 ready to use coolant.
A Maure free 1090 and a fe rust free coolant no.
Auto coolant ya check type wa wakanu AUSU say ye 080 HO80 LP080 and SI080 ni nyina so Seahorse ewobi fra 0244 577 559 and 0544 133 169. Seahorse Ultra Cool Coolant.
The right additive makes the right coolant.
Show and ne show ni ebano kwa eba wo sports mling kemi jele. Show and ne show ni ebano kwa eba wo sports mling kemi jele. Prepzone.
Asempa FM.
I love it, come. Money love. Money love. Show and ne show ni ebano kwa eba wo sports mling kemi jele. Show and show ni the Bahano Quaiba was sportsman. Kiamingile. Show and show ni the Bahano Quaiba was sportsman. Kiamingile.
Mame Samu akwaba kesi be mfamara Prepzone dwumadi no so we Friday Good Friday edition no ana yede ebro na fo sena niam esi ekọ dwumadi ade ebro mu nti komona ne abo no but ejo ma ye yi adwuma yi ma me wai wadama we eye yon kaibo ana me de fam kakra bi na madam be insurance broker fen adoma adoma na ne papa kan chine egu na adoma no on tiri ase tisi chale e ka se mbusua dia ka se bia obi yi but adoma papa ana aka chine egu na o se bibia metwema yeyo no empemfo ehwanim se Saturday 2nd May 2026 ana on the bepem so our house number AQ -0148 -5219 ewo sechere insuta beposo na yen best start 5 AM to 9 PM buyer service on Saturday 2nd May 2026 ewo sechere na afi buyer nankasa ebaso ewo sechere insuta beposo Presbyterian Cemetery na afi so memeda 2nd May na so no ewo sechere insuta beposo Presbyterian Park 1 PM till 6 PM and also bebaso na afi na sia so no ebebaso kweseda on the 3rd of May 2026 ewo sechere insuta beposo church and also everything about na family gathering abusuan bebo ahia ne anum sikasa kakra and also kweseda on the 3rd of May 2026 ewo sechere insuta beposo Presbyterian Park 1 PM till 6 PM and asanhia so kono everything abaso na ohwemu ne sana niam esi ekoso a na se papa yi wabobra pa na odoma kuma wu kitade a enkwanti menje ana nei eye kin ose abebrese kin ose abebrese eki kin abebs kin ose abebrese eki kin abebs unya 73 and something years na Western University abapa aka chine gwaro osem omo adehye mpapa omo enana omo ewofa ombibia ene kin ose abebrese eki kin abebs ana waka chine gu ntu bia onim kin abebs bia no mesrewa ne ma emse afia adoma ana di we abija me insurance broker ana di we abija me se emperor prechi na fu mafu hu se bibia ebekoso sa ede a mede atudwane no hwema na se ninua mpanyi kwabena apia gimamu Alaska onkra na fi Peter ochiremo ewo UK ana osairedu enso mu na okumase yabo a ewo peposo mu na tese nyame adoma wo mo eba beta chira aboa amane amatia kwentino adoma efi adoma na eja ne papa kan chinegu a ose yemfa we moye ho wo asem dia na kwenkwaja kwese kamaso mo jamini bi na ya pibia gusi pie ntebusuafo encheche omro nyame adoma eda no so a eba sa chire ho na abeja machi kama amane ama atia kuye ho ntino nkomono kakra ne abono nti yekoska hukonim na yedi hon komoso kakra atia sabro nti your rules of sikahuko ho and also edibijanti fashime Prepzone.
Here comes the money. Asempa FM. Here comes the money. The money.
The love it to come. Money love. Money love.
Here comes the money. Sika uko no SKK ehun komo ne yede kakra ebro no but yeba Prepzone so a your rules of the game it made it in terms so now rule number 1 and I make me rule number 1 was stay with money that you can afford to play with sika se benyado yira how adwen when say sika ifri ho a ense just ense hwe no eno ne di twachacha enya obusumi aketu enya school fees ti wadama na ye de mra no so bata adwuma no na boa amaniama akwedemati rule number 1 and I made yes Menko rule number 2 and also was it bet with money. Don't bet with your last card. Never bet with your last card. Rule number 2 no. Ti na so sika no nya SMS go adu ko light baby na open free studio od be fa taxi ye fa no ntwa chacha waso be hye. Rule number 2 never bet with your last card. Rule number 3 also withdraw 90% of your winnings each time. Bua sebenyado wadi no chacha na afidie ne wallet my mano person na mesiti afina o sadi ni na sabe gusu bi wo kwasia o dia withdraw 90% of your winnings each time kakra bi di ho pe no withdraw se bia obeti save na fi the best 10% we didi ho agura esa de to fro rule number 3 Rule number 4. Take a break after continuous losses. Chacha me do. Now dear still soon tijai. Was that the gusho no do no aside the be. Chacha na say do take a break. Me so kakra. Also dron ho. Ma chacha for no so ram kakra. Wa say na anu betia san boa ma wetia san toto ne ma yi bi o se bia o san sha se bi o ne ma ebetia kwedi ma ho. Last but not the least rule, rule number 5. Rule number 5, what again is simply said, don't be greedy. And I made the count say greediness is witchcraft and sorcery. Greediness, it is witchcraft and sorcery. Any cabrechre, and you made ye. What I say, we just in the Mexico so bua, CK wedi kakra. What I say. O de 20 Ghana ne koe o be se 400 Ghana a we di e she wallet mu but tinchina chinwese na nema ezi ekwoso na isan so agree ntino enka hwe ma na se first half what I say was san twan se 90 minutes ne be na se enka abu adwura no 90 minutes enka first yeah first both teams to score obi a she 1-1 first half redo sika no watwen ma adena ko 5-1 blaster what I say afidie and afa greediness chacha yemfa pesem kuminya eni bresa no be ko don't be greedy. Greediness is witchcraft and sorcery be in fact santo chacha wati so gumbo pa dwuma bi ye ka chacha no na ja you know ye kan won ye you know rules no me wa J Justice Amwa Betkin Justice Amwa J Betkin wa enti Justice bia boko de
Imadon Prof
yeah come on
machine Imadon
okay enti o de fine
okay eneno
so Justice Kwanzu share mo radio so da ho
me no share wa no share da
o share mo radio so da
ma che de me no share sa da
ah me bisa question ya ti ni
ma che mate Prof
eti share o dwom ni ade ade ya but hadi radio so de
you share da ma che
enti ene kan ho first time I share me ni
ma che
okay once was sent question no the next one first time I will share me ni
ma che da bi
it is important for you to appreciate the questions and what you answer since just someone Betkin on the ko kakra no et me abana na ehun se na ma AC ekona it ma just me fifi ma na fifi ma na fifi mu na video no et me capture the pa go ne nyama no de ba na e be di basa na just someone so ni we hu but I say minim se ndi na da you say dey o de nemo de ba no nye ni maketwa just ene me enko
okay Prof me da wase in that way the first time in which we should say the mau debate
say debate basa
so debate into last week me the MBA bi by I think me at 93 hours one game that was say no Portland some other team be me call no over I think 230 something but mo under by then no makoye no tennis, basketball and football me da boom nti eneno possibility say EBD bets na very very high. Almost be 90% sure say EBD bets. Nti eneno during the international break, there were a lot of upsets, but now the leagues are back. Just say be EPL now, onbo mo FA Cup matches no, but we call Bundesliga ne Serie A ne other major tournaments now they are back. Hanti so there are some picks be honoma my maybe to get my TF for na to me debate no.
Any room.
Okay. Until the first game I made by any 100 hours.
Okay.
100 hours. And me the Managerial. Until me should say Joel debate to match one. Until first code near BW 4 AE 9F 269. When near 100 hours. When near a combo basketball, football and tennis and Macadia boom. It's BW 4 AE9 F269. BW4 AE9F269.
Okay.
Machwane.
It's also over YouTube and also.
Okay.
I'm saying yeah, that's also into
Machwane.
We be a referee waiting about reverse and yes, you could fear that now frame YouTube no research crying. Oh, or reverse now the bed new grass albinia na why yanko.
Okay. And second one's near we say near second half over 0.5 goal. Because most of the times with my co team be say be uncle Winnie no board red amount if you with my co team be say be over 1.5 now a question one pay e be with my co be first half maybe over 0.5 now second half more goals now quite that cover into we say near second half over 0.5 but when you 72 hours when you 72 hours into when you code near BW4 a better code BW4 AE D4 3B3 BW4 AE D4 3B3
okay
Machwane into when you any many bread at T4
okay
Machwane
into when the just say odu hujima when mu wase unsensi fo good Friday obedi ni ye basa it is a good Friday when hunu ya wait when good Saturday kra oh this also no be ma good Saturday so never the all from good Friday will give you a good Saturday so never it's a man from hujima na
Machwane and Prof always be me advice say at for say we investors sometimes football it me disappoint here pa into now I will also encourage our listeners say mu twa bet and say football nko na obetu invest
concentration nko football nko match sports
exactly
emuda ho kakra obetinya kakra di e bia unya aye siga ko na obetinya kakra ta free ho veer off football sometimes no more explore other disciplines
Machwane but say a bit say tennis and then basketball because with tennis at first na me nim but when I get to know most of the players because with tennis, winning players now it's easily for you to win than to lose.
Wow.
Because maybe what could be I'm fine say be Janek Sena versus Akares. For them we all know say they are the best in the game. Because number 1 versus number 2. So when they play against a certain team, because there's no way I'm fine say be Sena better now say be other player in Kuchano. Because for almost matches are Sena Bono, we be what me try na be fine say be no opponent which is Akares. But what I say, into with tennis, if you know the players you can win easily.
Rankings no show or more performance.
And then with that one too, who share rankings no so sometimes because one player but is another against the other player. It's also share rankings now. Maybe obi and the ranking will low power no form as in obi and the ranking one high. Machoane. By in this who the edin sometimes edin so ebe more unsesi form. Machoane. Into what we must always do is say we should almost check the current form. Maybe minimum elbow. Always jam a ball. Always jam a ball. But current form because we would the same minute ebi me kasi be me ko twa wo chi.
My Rafael Nadal.
Okay. Akwa Rafael Nadal. Okay, mfa say bia me ko fa say bia Ben Shelton. Into with bench.
Ufi bench to come to Osaka.
Okay. And you say Osaka for WTA.
I'm a call Japan.
Osaka if I say for WTA.
Okay.
Because we say for with ATP with men's single.
That's right.
Into if I say with Osaka, previously she was the best.
That's right.
But now it didn't say that in what say if I say be Sablanka.
Boy be actually really well.
Oh we en chair. The form number form. The phone number form. In the first say code WTA, must say be maybe number 1 Sablanka. Now informed player, if I say be Rabakina, she's very very good. Because recently, you know, I can say on this Sablanka and Rabakina, no, there is a rivalry popular between them. Just as in the ATP, between Sina and then Akares. Okay. So with tennis, you know, it's for informal soon call on palm.
Okay. Court no to me make EBA.
Oh yes.
Court what I say clay court and I say
hard court. Because there are certain players they are very very good on the hard court.
Okay.
But others too Clay no very very good at it.
Okay.
But what I say,
you at your fingertips a boa influence.
And you say boa
quite bit in first so obesity here.
Right. And most of the times, you know, sometimes when, for example, tournament of Gusu boys, everyone say hosting ATP. Okay. Because most of the times, you know, when you are playing again, when you are going against the home based players now, let's say there was this tournament of Morocco. That was 3 days ago. Now me yes, I'm really with some people. I forgot say when anything if I say be has a ball game our class posted them. Definitely there will be some support be go in favor of the homegrown players, no. So there was this player Miko against you know. Because Ocean ranking now almost 700 and something playing against first 100 player. But because the support over there is for him, you know. He was able to win. So sometimes tennis, no. I should say the player no who go against you know. They play
home grounds and
I say the away grounds.
It's me favor no.
It's me favor no because support ni be for no. Okay. In simply all born near your body also because just recently Jumpy Grella WTA almost bought some tournament TV. But no because so the support there are for her no. Always be so Olusukra we see her coming back to win the game. Okay. Because if I say be a sanko almost different grounds should be losing the game. Okay. So sometimes we should also be checking those things, you know. Okay. And then with basketball, no, Prof, basketball and in the betting. Okay. Because it's more there. Okay. Because there are some options. It's easier for you to win than to lose. Okay. But one thing is with basketball, no, sometimes when you're going in for a straight win, it's very very risky. Going in for a particular team to win, very very risky because team where man 1.01, no any team you might be 20 series plus, no lose the game, no.
So you look for other options.
You should also be careful because say be me no but me share if I say be Nuremberg or Czech Republic or on a Padubis, on what they say to Czech Republic, but Nuremberg within power or Czech Republic or a basketball game, no, and a Padubis. But this season, when look at their head-to-head now, we say even though Nuremberg is the most, has and Gotoko, then first if you are near Betty elbow, go Ubian say there has a beshe, but on current form, no, Padubis form say no, because Nuremberg are man 1.01. But Padubis are almost 20 cities. Into essence, I also come a Nuremberg so inconvenient and near risky. So you can easily go in for handicap for Padubis, maybe handicap, maybe 20, maybe 15 plus. But what I say, okay. And then we should also check that. And sometimes too, when say be a team you born there, now the next do a sakobo. There will be a fatigue in that particular team, you know. Okay. Sometimes too, we should also be checking that, and then when we should also be checking the players available for the team. Okay. Because sometimes a player can give you in the same game, you know. If I say San Antonio Spurs, Wandayama, 3 days ago he gave like 41 points. So this player they so a few team we see possibility say team no they be from near very very high. Prof Majority I say when a player is not available, first to be a Golden State Warriors. Why now Stephen Curry is not available. So we could see say Golden State are struggling seriously because when he's available and you're going for them to give you a certain number of points at Unsru. We are going handicap for them because we say there's a certain Stephen Curry, he will give you the points.
Okay.
Majority I say. Aha. Okay. So we should also be checking those things.
Okay. Inti Betkin and Outen and Cano. Betkin, Justice Amwa, or too much. What I say, or two options I'll be to explore in betting now boa mouse a week be a winyaka cra at the abo ataso. What I say, and say the sad story and say, what I say, Nipa Sikanan Sosa. But we're an overson of Pebiano. Prof, can you send me 15 years at the doors? With someone first a week a crown should be to Yaka Cran. So I say, I know you to do crown, better for the Chomata Tyson. Oh, sorry. T. Momodian say, who be Jimmy. So I say, and you probably won't mean solve problem. No money, a principles in a discover. So I say, a principles in a discover, and yet, and Pabo. So I say, and Pabo cry, Christosumun, a fence is cry as a Christosumun, a control so. So I say, the fence a spirit out test catch a friend of Mammo. Oh. Ti uhwese na Mexico so it's only aspirate nya encounter ti ye adwuma if those days ye ba adwuma by 4:30 nya adwuma mu ye be fia na one abo amache one ye kofie ke wetria ke nkuso ntro be fie so ne ba che no ti ska so ni aspirate nya encounter so na obo ye na o ka he kabasha bring the money no akofaba
ba ku bi book came one kasa oba odifo say ja diamond excellence awards brenedu say voting ebe ending yankopon yaduma 25th April ya intini din ankasa award we no so nomination we ni so ye Enoch Akote na ni nomination code ni ye HX and a 5U and in the category no woman a radio presenter of the year and in no so vote to mana obedale short code no a star 713 star 73 hash and I said star 713 star 73 hash into no over to ma unya your best say in your D4 or ya the ni diani Enoch Akote Enoch Akote
I was in
and not a Diamond Excellence Award. Diamond Excellence Award.
Diamond no kwaja be fit enya ibia me se mamontoma Enokote na onhwe say odi award no ebetia be fie but we birthday ayi kakra say I man de mame so I say osoma me panyi so say menje na o say friend Madam Abigail Ampofoa or geography teacher Ekofodia Sectec
no abi
Madam Abigail Ampofoa geography teacher Ekofodia Sectec AK pressure sana man feno sister won fe ye yado amamwadi nti ono so ana yado amamwadi nti we say Mexico so Madam Abigail Ampofoa geography teacher Ekofodia Sectec AK pressure we too much say enchao bia wo bia no fantastic inkoma ojumedi also ugusu edimiti we I man de buy na o ma send me voice message me I mean to play voice message nti say kusku anye we so I say ka say kusku anye obi ani di watem anye bia o skase ne ba yi made sen so ne ba che na nti unye anim de ne bi ka osika no ka ba ko ni ma sen ba rade empenisa nti ne ba nie obi say know the following before you go to bed or see the universe the galaxy Mr. Chema, I show you something what say. Also know the following before you go to bed. You're the universe. We are seeing in a woman and your galaxy. What I say? And your Milky Way and your solar system and your outer space. Now, Nyabeni, say it is only in Ghana that football association that's a more galaxy. Impliedly smaller than a star. Into Roma, the black stars no bigger than the black galaxies. Into a coma, say, maybe HM Kakra at the amount, no, and Yama is your cosintino. Omo video now, almost say, a branch of a friend mosquito. mosquito no on fa friend saying ethics of the video ni nyahwe and once we be ginam sa na say ono ginam na atare so eno no hye ba ene so wasari aba ntino to ginam audio be hu de makan o chena so de hwe se hu no video ma na so ginam a o de eno so 8 aba 02440548955947 0548955947 ehwe se beti nyankofo ho man so na omso de madwen check akaba oba no any brief papa anti 0548955947 0548955947 and 0548955947 and it was 0302216545 0302216546 obetia ba na so de kakra be kan hello yeah ba chawani
ba from Frank
if I saying
from Frank me ka se flat mo na
okay Frank okay
papa and say you may be a woody dear. You was so say any pabes and me and son our Ghana ha and Ghana football nka a better son. They do a chief rucophobia station be and one a kusapon sakwa demo and then a clear bamo I was station going to be more station only who be to be more dean. Name money song good there now any power no so na dinaki asaba akra ha no mo so gomwa so na dinaki wo station do akra ho no ma aduma mo bo ne de mo bo aduma na mo so mo Ghana so yenim se enye yenye sika ewo yiboto mo mfa ma mo na so ne ye de empai bo beta amachi amaduma de bi amu de bia etumi abam eno na mse me from abom abaso
yes you da se pa what ko so de achi what I say yeni hamoda what I say I am for that jam Korea petition. Oh, and yeah. Oh, you be the working kind. Never can be actually. Why? Hello. 0548955947. Waiting about. Hey, Angola. New Town Zongo Rice. What I say, CEO of New Town Zongo Rice, a friend Angola, or a fine gentleman. What I say, now Angola, they were chat you too much. What I say, Mr. Danome, presenters be Quebec, say to me no beer. What I say, a mono near Fukra, to a from the Ghana. Angola, money the younger son, so and then those days, you're quite quick. But to put no show beer, come. Oh, but New Town pay a Zungo rice, oh, ni Zungo stew at the pa. Then any cafa Angola Diana on the say. Angola Diana, rice no quite can own. Rice net de a more bit a dear, still bianca. Yeah. Rice net de open tonam crack with Jimon on Quack and Aquari Sax, I'll bet to belly. Oh, but damn. Hello. Yes, I'm joining you.
Are you from
if I was saying, me no dinny you. Me dinny, obey better than I'll guess about. And Tontum
mosquito.
I was with the mosquito be. Okay. Today. Mosquito dear, and as in the food work I gave you. No, from a funny crew. The food was hard.
Good evening, Michi. I will wait you for you. Is there anywhere in the GFA governing rules that will be to me impeach sitting president?
There are rules and regulations.
I will be to me impeach.
So for the perform certain obligations. I'll be to me impeach. Me no can say one of the countries India say football federation almost president no I'm say anya na be you no resign.
Why mun e be what that committee now e be sanctioned that impeachment now you be impeached? Is it the same people within the GFA
members no members of the association so when you member
then it would bout nothing.
But what you be?
Don't worry about that.
Okay. Some person me because members what I say we are unya usika bia wo de koye you could be a shop wo de koye say omo so munya sika wo de koye football to my members what I say ukọ makola dwam kra what I say tomatoes for him ano on ton besen tomatoes no ton so ne ba che no nti omo na aye ya nti bia wo invest no e na e Ghana ye problem ba kon so no nti na me bisa sa na nya bibia
na say omo the same people from the GFA are going to be elected to be on a legal process committee, then it would be the same old story.
Oh, I'll call an article. That's no uncommon pa. Where's no camp of nan say graphic in your betro. And they say, I'll call if you here 0548955947. Hello. Oh, Angola, why you want me there? Angola, okay, Tino. There's a message because I say before, I'm last week, when we na mame, when Baba Nidia na mame last week, you know. We have a point you want you last week, you know. Why? Oh, scoreboard. Why? Hello. Yeah, but when you oh, Kwesi, now for me.
I know they have a switch a beer to come.
As I turn on me. Hey, Ras, we have a code. Fantastic evening, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Prof, that's it. Prof, about the show. About the show, what's here for at the ball or manager and the kind of boom. Unfortunately, near Quadio, I'm saying, wow, we deny I don't know, so bomb or Mampanina and the better town in Akata because. Say I say ko ti apia mana ba ya jina no e be ji epedin so be simi ankonani mo ana musi e be entem etoto enfama mu ma enyama koyi nti e se mu brainstorm e kwa mo be fa so a enyama be koyi aman enipa wu wo Ghana hanom when we lose matches unfortunately and penifo no mu di enim nim sa ne ma no mu nim so a enyama bi omo entimi enspesa omo adeyo no se wo ma mu aye nim se coaches and as a coaching and no one of the most important pillars of football ejina so but me no ka say omo apowa ni so omo ta che se coaches no se Ghana no ye nyomu ni meanwhile, coaches here brepa from football time or kofa Uncle Ben eba Ghana. Our mobile stand near my dinka cranka cry to call World Cup maybe. And now I know what say a coach with Pia Kentino. Say a coach, I do say oh. Say any time you anyway now my Ghana coaches. Ghana coaches be built from half license A up to the Biado Kobiano. Coaches used to coach Tia Atkinson any coach do sense them. A banner saying and more football people, more you say any come anywhere at 20. And so President Kupo share no kofa Uncle Benko to buy. Uncle Benko to na di on the baby. And so Ghana football yintino. A President Kupo no. Okofa sa Benko to no buy. And I'm Ben Cook to see a call World Cup because the program of the Bayern and Sevilla piano. And in the hands of Putia can send them Kaka or the could be baby or Madino. Nepacho. And no, you know, I say, Professor Minta, any did the man into bad picture. And I inform when you dear officer. Prof Mankasa, any panel who football number more.
Mate, me that's it. Obi somra 0302216545 0302216546 0548955947. Iti onso beti aba na baby a utie bia no onso de nkomo atia sa ba high still Asempa 94.7 FM sports night time ni ba to hwema we Prepzone ana ye de ebron baby a ubia no 0302216545 0548955947 obeti aba 0302216545 0548955947. Me hwese metia for last two so na it's Bella the all-rounder omo kwa so mu deep time more than din eh dey go there I think yeah we encrofo ne so yeah we encrofo hello hey phone lines there dey bia me nkwan betra hey sayama ne hu PQ say say me do me so am shada yi machine in hwene ba ku fimu say dey ewrade nkwan de betia kire obi a bebu na kwenta atemuda hello oh pundi am na judgment me fa last one 0548955947 one man tema ese ni party me pon wala say na kwagina ho me kakra ochina okay so ochina we ni maso quiz no well you say kinkanija wa yi okwo ti we SMS course na wedding pa do you ready a program na ye din sim program bia already so you program editing sim program bia o de make Asempa kwa chiro hello yes am pacho wani
Ntontom am back again
ntontom utimi sa akoba sa ho
tell I ready
okay any prepare
no tell you na me care about the treatment no
yeah
I feel that if there was an independent kind of created committee here, you can impeach the GFA president through them, which is autonomous on its own. That does not include any member of the GFA. We could have a head towards something because.
But I think me simplify issue now. So I say o come college you ma me catch you. So we tomatoes him or tomatoes. So no budget. On ton could be any problem no. You understand? You know so you sika no. Ubia what I say name the media school. What I say also we so we business. What I say mosquito we no so kwaje preko onye no. So near that plenty and my own but as a game near pay but we have not invested. So how do we become stakeholders? So never channel. The only problem no accepting this why
stakeholders judging stakeholders.
So never channel.
Today be stakeholders go me spectators. The last one and I go off. Is it possible there a private individual bet natural proposal to the Ghana Sports Authority say me patrol me person me managing that stadium way. This how
no stadium there I'm say custodians of the stadium national
sports stadium no better and for water crowd what do
wadama who's a custodians of the sports stadium national sports authority so I say na say them dey IB by agreement by na say no person the man confirm that they are I think that they are still deliberation and then lies on those things you know possible they all throw the moment it's attempting your bad so
come and see the sports
okay so nim confirm am betin am person manage there I think that betin abana ya hwe na ye die nim na afie hu se ne be no why see me that say repa say oh free why okay ti obi ani na so dia na ye hwe ne yenye ne mponi enko there so obi also the last one so meeting fa na okay ti obi ani so dia teacher pia ha na afin so justice amwa betkin oni beti mu basa ne also dia to wan ko YouTube an ko hwe amfa what I say oba ne ti yasni aboa so no ni da ho no so ne ba che it's a chavia
we dey me dey masimo be wie no me chia me ankasa me brother Dr. Sikasem Otiopa
champion
oh there Otiopa na face so Kempon cappuccino Kempon traveling Kempon sure na Matibon na endpoint homeopathic clinic Dr.
na adum shensu na ma bi nso me so
Matibon
so ye Ghana ni
Otio Samson na mechia endpoint homeopathic clinic Dr. Boati and na me lastly no mechia mami bia makwafo Peace FM we ni papa in fact Oshaha we ni papa umangada na uka wasama che na prof ase untie snuti uka
she's one of the
very nice
intelligent newscasters
me se onene kasa na uka ohia asam che na ojanfo so sa we ya no say bye bye or cut line the next minute no ayade na ma into no mama biama and teacher pia me chia papa nyakopo nshia
ko food you get
unia okay prof me so me me chia my wife
okay
Mrs Susanna Amwa me chia the pa
Mrs Susanna
Amwa
okay me gina sister de Suzy
Oh, okay.
The Susanna Walanyo. Na you be doing the Susanna Asiume.
It's my wife, Susanna Michia pa. Any Miami pa Pastor Adams.
Okay.
And you miss Michiano. Utime you may pa. Any owner of Auburn Point International School. Madam Fina.
Okay.
Michiane pa. No, Madina Powerland. Auburn Point International School.
Okay.
Hona Membanuko School. Omo try there pa. Any teachers omo no Madam Linda ni Joy and Michia omo pa. Auburn Point International School. Madina Powerland.
Wow.
Machwani.
Wow.
Powerland.
Auburn Point International School. Madina.
Omo Auburn Point pa.
Madina the ultimate is the capital of all Zungus. It's here. Mobian worry, BBI come out.
Prof say Omisu so joining me WhatsApp groups na me Telegram group ni so on WhatsApp mo 0242 715121.
Okay.
0242 715121. Itunya WhatsApp me I don't say obeso join me group no na me link na mo ma so 0242 715121.
Again
0242 715121.
No. It be see hey couple we have ko there. There's no chance Sakura na obo echiro na mayada opa mani aji Sakura ho. She Sakura ro twaza na ho. So who the boy na ukita abo Sakura. Oh na ama we say nothing if ultima fi. Oh na abo mani ama etia ko area ma. Enti edu nwumre ho. Nwumre program there. Abotre anti obu o te bia ngo obo kwa bi sene obi frena o ma comedy mani how any problem bia edu nyum obu wa pon adwuma wotwetwa bi wotwetwa bi wa city no de kana se ma ti bi radio program to wanti but edu e bi phone line so afre woti so asenti drunkenness in Saria and so a problem kakra we kuma ti any problem bia anti ma obu mfu utifia no bi enye omo frene ko presenters bi wo so wa bi to ne okeka no one ba che no enye ye se mi ma kwa bi so say wa fa passengers so mi na mosquito ma bu passengers train no ma buru no fa mo de omo ofomo party bi aso de omo ko odi kini se e fence e kan no spark twin o spark ye pe anu move ka no o spark keke anu ye pe anu gina e gina ho ba bi e gina na first one na wabo no first person na wabo no o pia pe no o tu akwanaka second one no so yeah you do so chairman third one no no so kwa kwanfe so be yi na ugina odin pa no say odi adu ntemu uti asododo wa mabudo one ba che na mabudo akwanfe diska mabudo peche tema mabudo peche insano adi beti ya no she agwa jalisa nsano munyo mo hwe ni aye mefu ono anim say amanafu adoa so nom enti ebesi ani adamase we a good Friday and ya day a Prepzone jumadi 18 Sabreo within the Professor Ike Wallace good catch back up the only nomenclature the professor's degree in sports say and shemese mesamra ochena na say bibia e bia be santi meken biwa agi kwesiada anopa ewo scoreboard. This is what you do know so yami adoma me the deliberations be na betian saba ma show body that say me wonkomo bi ho a me sandia ball last week me bonkomo about how obetian sanhwe na onfa resemble the criminality that you are not. So I say, but yami adoma next week mechiro obi na nya court case no manya na kwana kofia ko panichoa o se ompani but mechiro ni si wo court that day yami adoma coming Sunday this is what you do nema wonim ni biso no na fi me relate no to blasters coaching job no na me room kakra what I say me pet na me the philosophy psychology me de law pocket one ni bibia frafra na me de niam culture ni bibia masade politics kakra room sade abro no se na me si ko so John Dramani mama his excellency mampanyi too much ade pa say ubedi president krama oba what I say na say nkofo bi ma say o ma you oba kra be discuss be boxing mu ema nkofo didi ho
yeah true Sharif for saying
e usika na bi no mo de yes aba mo ya de o ya de fra it no me chia ba bia obia so I say me chia bia obia but bibia mu hia bia so ho a kire ma adwen so amoni ensusu ho what I say you adwen pa okroma na inimia bebre the boy man na se mobaji atum na mama support na ebeboa ema omai ai krabehwe dache medin ede inokwesi Wallace. The act of being a good guest is to not to say good night.